It's April.
Surprise.
It's gonna be
Whoa.
May.
It's gonna be May. My birthday's in a month and a half.
Wow.
It is too soon for you to be making that face, Caleb.
Why?
My birthday is 6 weeks away.
Why, fellow Taurus?
Oh my.
Why?
Lex looks like they had like a disgusted face.
I do.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I'm well aware that
Everybody bring it in.
I've given
Bring it
Lex
in.
the ick about
Always.
Well,
like 75 times.
speaking of bullshit,
Who are you finger gunning to?
anybody
Austin, use your words.
We record our next session of From Ash and Earth April 30th. So come check it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, every month, end of the month, we do that. Until Lex decides not to anymore, because they don't like us.
Period. Caleb's not there, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Neither's
I
Kate.
thought it was because
Neither's
I
Kate.
wasn't there. Yeah. I thought I was the bigger issue.
Right in my neck.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice. Like, you're the add-on.
Ooh.
That feels even worse.
Speaking of,
Exactly.
Kate, did you have any announcements?
Well, it's my birthday in 6 weeks, so if you want to make me happy, you can check out my Redbubble shop and, maybe buy something. Support an artist. Support a ton of artists that are also on Redbubble. And Redbubble usually has, Redbubble usually has a sale going on at any given time, most often 20% off of your entire order. So go check it out. Yeah. Also, now that we have a party name, keep an eye out on a possible new party t-shirt logo.
Yeah.
Lunartics.
We are the Lunartics.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyone else? Perfect. Don't care if you do anyway. All right. Last we left off. After speaking with Leonard at Bjorn's Gas, the Lunartics ventured into Foradorn to gather supplies before heading to Kaltorrak Manor. During their search, they met Job, an elderly man offering them scrap. Inside his shack, Scooch salvaged materials for Penny, repaying Job by repairing a set of metal dentures that Job then wore. In the basement, Tero discovered a massive white tarantula praising the late Spider Queen, and that Job was in fact a human corpse puppeted by a swarm of spiders with an insect farm in the basement. Samira acquired moth cocoons, and Tero took the tarantula, naming it Bartholomew, and Job also fashioned 50 feet of silken rope from the spiders concealed within his body out of his mouth. The group continued their journey through the shadow-touched wilds. Along the way, Crearyn nearly sank into quick snow, but was rescued by Tero. Later, you all contacted a tree spider for transport. The massive arachnid, its back covered in tree-like growths, carried the party before sprouting wings and flying them to Kaltorrak Manor, saving them days of travel. Yeah. Upon arrival, you all scouted the ruined manor from a hiding spot near its crumbling perimeter wall, saw candlelight flickering from the upper windows and 2 worms patrolling the grounds. The worms were lured into a stable where Abraham's web spell trapped them, and Tero executed both with his psychic daggers, and the bodies were stuffed in the loft of the stable. Crearyn disguised themselves as a worm, while Tero sent out spiders to recon the manor, while Crearyn also took up sentry by the front door, while the others snuck inside through the 3rd-story balcony via rope. Inside the master bedroom, Scooch uncovered a secret staircase within a wardrobe, while Samira found a letter exposing Arcraft Kaltorrak's deception. The Vanguard's founder had been a puppet of the Dominion, and her supposed death was staged. The letter confirmed that the Council from 200 years prior were Dominion loyalists manipulating the rebellion from within. Meanwhile, Crearyn stole poison from a greenhouse. Tero assassinated a bathing worm, and in a nearby bedroom the party eliminated 3 more, Tero silencing one, Abraham devouring another's brain. and Samira finishing the last with Tero's help. With their infiltration underway, the Lunartics prepare to dig deeper into Kaltorrak Manor. So, the three worms lie still, their deaths swift and silent, almost. One managed a brief startled groan before Tero finished the job. You all, aside from Crearyn, who's outside, hold your breath, waiting for the sound of approaching footsteps, the door bursting open. But nothing comes, just silence.
The door burst open and
no.
there's...
You expect it to burst open because the guy, when he got stabbed by Samira, went, because he he got stabbed in the shoulder, and then Tero was like, but nobody.
I missed.
But nobody comes, just silence.
Oi. Crearyn. Yes. I don't know if you can speak in people's minds.
Crearyn can't respond. Yeah.
You can come in now. It's safe.
I don't actually. Actually, no, I can't respond to this.
At
the same time, Tero's like, "All right, so there's probably more in the next couple rooms."
All right,
yeah?
Crearyn's gonna go over to the door and gonna kick the door down.
Oh no.
Okay.
Abraham, why?
Baby, you little shit stirrer.
Abe just gave me the thumbs up that I was gonna make a roll to either Crearyn was so bored they do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there goes our well-planned out
All right,
infiltration.
we're heading down, right, fellas? Right?
Once we finish clearing out this floor,
Right,
and then
didn't we?
clearing out the first floor.
I thought we were.
I'm gonna say this is a problem of communication because you guys haven't fully cleaned out the manor yet. There's still a bunch of people
Or at
roaming
least the upper
around.
floors.
You guys went from third
We're,
floor.
we're mid-infiltration.
Yeah,
here,
you started on
Why
the.
did you go loud?
You started on the third
What?
floor.
I
You're
thought.
on-
Oh,
no.
I thought you were just clearing it up, like it all.
No,
got
Why did you
cleared.
go
no,
loud?
No.
Just that room.
That's
Oh,
why. I'm,
that's
why I'm saying this doesn't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say, it's like we're
All right.
like halfway through,
Yeah,
like
'cause
we're like
Abe-
midway through
That was
sneaking
me-
through the
that
building,
was
and
me
everyone's
not
like,
hearing-
"You're all good."
correctly.
Yeah.
What was said then.
I understood.
Oh, what are these? Trip lasers? Huh.
I just read through.
Okay.
It's a laser light.
Alright,
I'm
my
running.
bad, guys.
It's all
This
good.
is on me. This
It's
is on
all
me.
good.
I'm sorry.
So, you're started on the third floor. You're on this, beginning to work on the second floor. So this was one of the rooms on the second floor landing. You cleared out the bathroom with the guy bathing, and this is the quarters where the three were sleeping that are killed. There is still one more door on this side of the corridor, and still two more doors on the other side of the corridor that haven't been checked. And that's it for the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, really quick to clarify, Justin, with
Yeah.
the armor,
The
update.
the balancing of the armor.
Yeah, the balance update. So let me, because it's basically what it is it's the communicating. Ally, this is favors. They're not compelled to obey. Limited by their intelligence perception. So it looks like in terms of like whatever was what was nerfed here exactly? Just
Just you don't have an endless swarm of spiders you can summon from your armor, and they only last for 10 minutes before they disappear. The ones that are summoned.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm assuming the ones that you summoned and sent out to the manor are the ones that are currently out and about.
Gotcha. Okay. So he can't just like gradually collect a spider farm and have them live in his armor.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll just be like, nah, we're gonna just like leave and not want to do that because it sounds uncomfortable and like we're not gonna get bugs.
Yeah.
Okay, makes total sense. All right. So he either has to find spiders wherever we go or magically summon the swarm. Gotcha. Okay.
But the magically summoned ones follow your commands. The ones you meet and talk to, they may not.
Gotcha.
Mainly just for like communicating and being like,
Okay.
anything around here?
For the purpose of the spider swarm, do they have to stay together as a swarm, or like? Like in order, is it like they kind of like hive mind together to be able to like follow his commands that specifically?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so he can't do what he did here again and spread them out
Yeah.
all over the entire house and have just a thin coating of spiders on every surface, providing infinite recon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
It was.
All right.
Can I have a quick little moment here?
Yeah.
Because I love reading my character sheet.
Oh, good.
Cantrips. I forget that I get those because of my initiate, and one of my cantrips that I have is message.
Oh, perfect.
I was like, "What's that?" I saw mending, and I was like, "What's under that?" Yeah. At this point, I would say after the apes thing,
with message, you would not. I don't know if you'd be able to contact Abraham unless he allows it because of his ring of mind shielding.
it's valid. Okay, I'll try message first. Just point like into the upper floors area.
You just get a dial tone.
Well, I was gonna have him he'd have to roll like a D4 to see which one of us he hits.
Actually, yeah.
Thank you for calling Lunadare Operations. How can I connect you?
You get Samira.
That's how she responds.
Abraham, the front door is locked. I can't get in.
And that message
Can
goes to
someone bring the-
Samira.
Yeah. Can someone bring me a key or just like drop it down the front?
In my best Abe whisper voice, I'm gonna say, right, so that seems a bit of an issue. We'll be down in a couple minutes, just hang tight.
No, just drop me the key from where you came out of. Stay where you are and just drop me the key.
No, I don't think that's gonna work.
I will kick the door down if you do not drop the key.
Hey guys, I think Crearyn's about to kick the door down. Should we give them the key to get in?
Scooch, can you please tell the really bad impersonator of Abe that the front door is locked and I need a key?
This one goes to a dial tone because of the ring of mind shielding.
Scooch, can you please?
This one goes back. This one goes to Samira.
I was gonna say I like the idea that it's only Samira.
Scooch, can you please tell the bad impersonator of Abe to drop the key from the place that you came?
And this goes to Samira.
Well, I don't know about that, but my friend Jib always says you gotta wait your turn.
Jeb.
One more time.
All right.
It's not the name. I know.
Dial tone.
Tero.
Jeff.
Bartholomew.
This is going to. Oh, Bartholomew. Okay, that'll be a
Full chaos.
D5 plus 1. This goes to Tero.
Bartholomew, can you please tell Abe to drop the key to one of the keys out the window that you came from? Thank you.
Ooh, I didn't know I was Bartholomew. Did we switch bodies or something? Hello? No, I still have my hands. That's fascinating.
That's what you hear back, Crearyn.
Drop the fucking key out the window. I'm getting really stressed out.
You get a dial tone.
God damn. She's gonna try to drop the fucking house.
Yeah, you
and
see
they're
the
gonna
rope.
climb up the rope.
You get to the so this is stuff that Crearyn hasn't seen yet. You get to the master bedroom. Desk, high vaulted ceiling, heavy dark blue velvet curtains, a wardrobe that's open, and you can see the back leads into a spiral staircase going downwards, and the door leading out of this chamber is wide open.
Oh, they found the exit down. All right.
With
Can I take a look around to see if which way they might have went?
Can
I look out the hallway? Do I just see them standing there?
You would basically because they're in a room still.
Oh.
But as you're like going down as you like get to the landing, like goes down to the second floor, you can see 2 doors open on the second floor, on the right corridor. Or no, one open because they closed the one they went in. So you see one open door.
Do we hear footsteps coming from the stairs?
I don't know. Crearyn, make a stealth check.
roll a natural 20 and an 11, so for a 12.
Meets it, beats it. So, Tero, you hear footsteps from up above coming down the stairs, or approaching the stairs.
Tero's gonna walk up onto the ceiling and then make his way over to, like, directly over the stairs, just like dagger in hand.
Okay.
Scooch is gonna try and hide.
All right.
So if I see him, yeah, I'm gonna try and hide and get ready.
Okay. So everybody is in a room with the door closed right now. You're in the bedroom still. That one bedroom where you killed the worms.
Yeah.
Crearyn is.
I'm gonna be.
Okay.
Like, if the door opens in, I'll be right by the crack of the door, ready to grab someone and pull them forward. So.
Okay. Cool.
Tero has a clean kill.
So Tero, are you still in the room then? Like, are you perched like above the door, or are you like?
No, above because you said we heard someone coming from the stairs.
Yeah,
right?
but you're in a room with the door closed right now.
Oh, the door's still closed. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, sorry, I forgot. Then yeah, he'd just go directly above the door jam.
Okay.
Just like laying kind of like he's at the point where like he's basically laying down on the wall over the door, but like with a hand on top of the door jamb, keeping himself up so that when the door opens, he can just swing his upper body down through the opening of the door.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I love this. Abraham's just gonna position himself right in front of the door. Not like right in front of it. He's gonna leave room for the clearance of the door. But he's just gonna stand there, like, oh, this is gonna be great. And he just throws up the middle finger.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide under one of the beds.
Keeping in mind, no, they're bedrolls. They're not full beds.
Oh damn!
Samira just throws a bedroll.
There are
Nothing.
there are a bunch of there are still 5 empty bedrolls, but
What? Nothing's gonna.
I
put
think
someone
I'll
off
just
guard.
stand on the opposite side of the doorway from Scooch.
and none of you have any idea that this is Crearyn approaching.
Right.
Listen, nothing throws people off guard as much as
All right.
staring into the
So
eyes.
they went through the 3rd floor.
So you're on the 3rd floor landing right now. You can see down to the 2nd floor from here to the 2nd floor landing. The right corridor at the bottom has one door open at the end of it.
So the 3rd floor was just one room.
Sorry, the door in the middle of the right corridor. Yeah, the 3rd floor was just the master bedroom.
Oh, that room that they found all the crazy shit.
Yeah. And then the 2nd floor is 3 doors on the right side, 2 doors on the right side of the corridors. The door in the middle of the right corridor is wide open. I imagine they would have closed it actually if they killed somebody in there. So actually I'd say all 3 doors are closed on both sides.
Okay, so coming from 3rd floor to the 2nd floor, what's the first door I come to? Is that middle door that you're talking about?
You come to the bottom of the steps, and you're basically equidistant between both corridors. So, on your left side, a door. Right side, door. The people in the room, it sounds like somebody is almost in front of the door. Like they just got to the bottom of the stairs.
Right.
What? Tero, was it 1 or 2 or how many?
Let me think. I got from the spiders that there was 5 or 6 in the building
That they saw, yeah.
that they saw,
and
we've
saw
killed 4, right?
You've killed 4,
so-
yeah.
What?
And we also saw
15 horses enough for 15 people.
Yeah.
so
Which we killed 2 outside. We've killed 4 in here, so that's 6. So there is
9.
potentially 9 total. But we know also that there were people in the lab too. Probably where most of them were.
It sounds like one person has gotten to the bottom of these steps and hasn't moved.
DM.
Yeah.
Can I under the door for when they have when you see like the shadow of 2 feet, that's when I would like to hold an action till I see that and then open the door and pull someone in.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
Perfect.
Like,
I'm gonna flip a coin because I honestly don't remember what side y'all just went to, and I'm good because I'm glad I don't remember what side it is. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Just
Left is gonna be 1 to 2. Right is gonna be 3 to 4.
Okay.
I'll go right.
All right. So the first door on the right.
Yep.
Scooch, you see a pair of like shadows, like a shadow. Like someone is in front of the door.
Muted.
Look up at Tero and be like, and then go and then grab and pull someone in.
So Crearyn, the door swings open. You're grabbed and pulled into this room.
I don't have anything I can do on instinct, I don't think.
Scream in fear.
How does it really get scared like that?
I have a passive. What does investigation do? What does passive investigation do?
That's what your hands. You're looking around with your hands.
Okay, I'm wondering if I would notice anything to somehow help.
You said you're peeking under the gap though, right?
Not even peeking. Just it would be like, since that room was dark because they were sleeping in it. There's that light you get under a door when another light. So it's all its feet are doing is stopping the light. So I know when someone's standing in there. Don't really know who it is.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably don't know who it is then.
That's
can
fair.
Can I try to as they try to pull me
The
in?
worm armor doesn't
I'm not
help.
just gonna go without anything on.
Crearyn took the worm armor off, so the Crearyn is
I
back
did,
to
yeah.
just looking like themselves. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, that would be fun because they also disguise themselves as like a worm
would never
too.
know. So Crearyn's gonna try to, as they're getting pulled in, they're gonna try to catch themselves on the door with their shield hand and try to drag this person out with it. So
Okay.
almost like a reverse grab.
Yeah, the two of you just make contested grapple check.
Great, fantastic. Is that just a strength or
Athletics? Grapple's athletics.
I think
isn't it?
it's acrobatics or athletics for the person starting it, athletics for the person contesting it. But also, who cares?
Okay. I mean, I think I started.
Can I give advantage by using my minor telekinesis to assist in
Yeah.
Yibbity yank.
getting them into the room?
Yeah, so Scooch, you have advantage.
Cool. All right, so it's
Give myself
athletics,
anything.
or you said athletics or acrobatics if I'm starting it.
I believe that's the rule.
All right, and then I'm going to use acrobatics.
And then athletics for Crearyn.
Goes. Great, 16.
They
18, bitch, you coming with me?
so
Grab-
Scooch gets pulled out. Scooch gets pulled into the corridor.
And it's a
But we can-
headlock, like immediate headlock
But
like
we-
this.
Oh,
We can
it is it?
Yeah,
We can
bitch.
see-
with my 18
we can
to
s-
16.
We can see it's Crearyn at this point.
Yeah,
though, correct?
obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a moment where Kurt is like, what? I knew it.
And the Tero just
can
kind
do
of
it.
droops down from the ceiling.
Yeah, just two psychic daggers.
Oh, hello.
Get your dang paws off my neck meat.
I will say this, Crearyn, when you were sitting at the bottom of the stairs and kind of thinking and waiting, you were there a little longer than these people were. These were your friends here. From behind the door on your left, you heard what sounded like somebody sharpening a weapon. So there is somebody awake nearby.
I'm gonna slowly push Scooch back into the room, ducking underneath Tero, and gently closing the door,
Oi,
releasing.
how do you get in?
I've tried to message quite literally all of you to just drop me the key for the front door.
Hey, you didn't ask me. Just
Oh.
ask. Here you go. Throw him the keys.
All right, I will see you. There's some other people. There's a person awake in that other room to the left. So I'll see you. I'm gonna wait outside again.
Right, hey,
Just
hey,
fucking kidding. And she's gonna
wait.
toss the key back to Scooch.
Oi,
Actually, I think it might be. I don't know. I wasn't the quietest, obviously. You think this would be okay?
I mean, the place is full of them, right? So
How is
they're
this
probably
close to kicking down the door?
right, but they probably just assume it's just another one of them.
Oh,
So I think we're fine.
that's a good
But
point.
yeah,
I'm gonna try to get somebody to come in here.
I'm gonna add you to my rings safe list, my white list.
Okay.
Don't take advantage of that. right? Or I'll block it out.
Oh, is that what that dial tone was?
What you got? What you
I
mean?
tried to reach out to you, and it was like,
While you're all talking, you hear somebody in the room beside this one that you haven't checked yet. Somebody laugh. Just, nice.
do we want to like make? Okay, so there's people awake, obviously. I mean, we can. I can use one of their faces.
Yeah, no, that seems about right. I mean, we got a bunch of dead ones here that you could see.
Yeah, you see one
that
that's
you could use.
you see one that's been stabbed in the throat, I think, or in the head.
Yeah.
Just like a bruising there from Tero's psychic dagger. One, their like skull is caved in and the brain's missing, and the other one's just covered in stab wounds from a missed stab attempt.
But yeah, I think let Tero and Crearyn take point on this one. But if any of the rest of you got anything, do it.
Which one look? The one that, the one that has the bruising on the face.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. And Scooch, while I'm doing this, can you remove some of this armor? And they're gonna begin to push and mold their face again, resculpting like clay to form their features as their body slowly shifts and change to resemble this person.
Perfect.
To be honest, I don't know, I'm friggin' all of a sudden I became a squire, man. I didn't do anything. Friggin' didn't even ask me for the keys. Not even once. Not even once. He's sitting there bitching about me not getting the keys.
No, well, I definitely asked you for the key. I don't
No,
know why
you
I'm
didn't.
getting this accent.
Not
This is what you
even.
get.
Not even once. Not even.
Hello again, Sumaji.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Not
Oh,
even.
Real micey,
From-
mousy, and real high up.
From the room next to where the person laughed. Okay, fuck you. That's cheating. No.
All right, everybody, stay close. I'm gonna go like act like I want to play or something. What clothes are they wearing?
Pajamas, like bedtime. Not like the full body pajamas, but like just like nightgown, like night clothes, like a guard would wear, like somebody like a soldier would wear.
Okay, so not too much different than what you would wear under your armor.
Yeah, basically.
All right, so Crearyn doesn't look too out of place.
Nope.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna go try to like join in or something, and then you just, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I got an idea. What y'all want to do? Should I bring him into here? In there. You want me to try to take him out myself?
I don't know. I mean, we're able to get.
Samira, I can't hear a word you're saying. You're still not coming through.
Let me just move my mic directly in front of my face.
There you go.
That might help.
Can you whisper over here? It
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Amazing.
Yeah. The beauties of sound technology. Take Tero with you.
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, I got nothing.
Anybody have something a little bit less like, smaller than this? Like is there? Do they have weapons here?
No, this is just a bedroom.
Anybody have like a little sword or a little stabby thing?
I got 2 daggers.
Oh wait, no, I have a dagger. That's right. Character art. I have a dagger.
Yep.
Read your character sheets.
It's not on my character sheet, but I would. It was drawn on my character. So I'm gonna give myself a dagger. All right. You and me, Tero. Quick and quiet. you could be like a creepy shadow. As I like walk in, you just stay in my shadow, and then we lunge.
All right.
All right, so you guys leave the room and go towards the door. You heard people laughing and talking.
Yeah, we'll like act like I just woke up. Oh man, I need to
Okay.
go fucking sleep.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna give like the courtesy knock, like doo doo.
Yeah, come in. A massive two-story chamber lined with towering bookshelves. Some collapsed into heaps of decayed tomes. Grand chandelier hanging above. Spiral staircase leads to a crumbling second level, but the railing has collapsed in places. Looks like a big old library. A makeshift table has been set up in the center where two worms are playing a game of dice. Their glaives leaning up against the back of their chairs. The second level of the library looks like it consists of narrow wooden walkways that encircle the main library hall below where you're currently standing. Rusted iron railings run along the edges. Many sections are missing or broken. You can see alcoves, once designed for quiet study up there, now half collapsed with shattered furniture. The walls are lined with bookshelves up there as well. Most of the contents are ruined by moisture and decay. At the far end of the second floor of the library is a massive domed chamber. Its glass ceiling frosted over, and an ancient brass telescope points towards the sky. And up there in a chair, you can see them up above. A lone worm in armor is passed out in a chair with a book, like right here, like they were reading and fell asleep. Tero will stand out if he is with you in this room.
What do you think?
All right.
Wait, real quick. Sorry, Justin. It's so it's a two-story room.
Yeah, and as soon as they open the door, in the center of the room, maybe like 10, 15 feet away, are two worms at a makeshift table playing a dice game, like right in front of the door.
So it's a two-story room. So it's like second floor and third floor, basically.
Yeah, almost.
Okay, I just didn't know like which two stories it encompasses.
Yeah, it's just like a chamber that's got like two little, like a second level and a first level, with like a spiral staircase that goes up to like a secondary floor of the library.
And there's one up there sleeping. Do the ones playing dice in the middle have line of sight to the ones sleeping on the second floor?
Peripheral.
Okay, but not like it's not like they're underneath the balcony or anything like that where they can't see him.
No.
Okay. Up there near him, like, is there something like close by where like there's a shelf? There's something that could be hidden behind.
There's like alcoves where like furniture used to be, like where like little tables and chairs used to be, like tucked away, and those are kind of like shadowy in there because there's no light that gets in there.
Okay. About how far away would you say those are?
30, 40 feet.
Now the difference there is very important.
The table with the guys in it's about 10 feet in the room, so I'd say it's about 30 feet away.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Tero kind of seeing that from the hallway is gonna just kind of staying in Crearyn's shadow, is just gonna do his bonus action shadow step into one of those alcoves.
Perfect. Yeah, because the chandelier that hangs from the ceiling, it's kind of old and broken. It's mostly like unlit. Most of the light in here is like candles on the table where they're playing the game, and like a candle where this guy's sitting up top where he was reading. So the alcove would be like shadowy. So you're fully concealed in this alcove.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out there and wait to kill the unconscious guy for when Crearyn but let Crearyn take the lead.
The alcove is literally right beside him, but you're back about 5 feet. But he's 5 feet beside the alcove, and you can see the book on his chest is called "Half-Mast and Full Hearts" by Sir Arthur Wordweave. Just
beautiful.
Open on his chest.
Ancient book.
And it says 7th edition.
Wow.
And he's just
survived the end of the world.
Just passed out reading that, snoring. Crearyn, you see these two worms playing a dice game about 10 feet into the room, and they look at you. Yeah.
Sure.
Rough sleep?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to sound groggy, like lower my voice. I don't want to do it here because it's gonna hurt my voice, but try to sound groggy, like I look like I just woke up. The hair would have been like pulled, like like the cowlick style, like they fucking slept crazy.
Your patrol's not for another 3 hours. What are you doing up?
Fuck, I think I got a fucking nightmare. This shit up here just freaks me out. Can I join? Maybe it'll put me to sleep losing some money.
Yeah, of course. Take a seat, and they like.
Y'all mind if I smoke a little bit? Just a pipe.
Nah, that's fine. You can see that they also like they've been smoking like, whatever the equivalent of a cigarette would be in this time. They've been smoking like cigarettes, and they're like.
So Crearyn's gonna get the wooden pipe and take some of that refined black powder.
Oh.
And pack the pipe with that powder.
Yeah.
They're just
And
as
I'm gonna try to hotbox these motherfuckers. As they're sitting down, they're gonna light it with their tinderbox and take a big, a big fucking pull.
Okay.
And they are going to like breathe it in like a arcing motion into one person's face and into the other person's face.
So you're like, no, you're.
I'm trying to shotgun it effectively.
Yeah.
But like
you're not inhaling.
no,
But
it's to
you're going
hold
like-
it all here. If you need some of it, I don't mind it because this is a big risky move. But Crearyn's going to try to pull as much as they can, probably burn all the powder that they packed into it.
Okay. I gotta figure out what this item was again. Here we go.
Black powder refined.
Yeah, I got it here. Okay. So you take a dose of it.
And then I'm sharing the love. Load it into their faces.
Okay. Roll a d8.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's a d6. 5.
You literally got the same one you got last time. Your form glitches and becomes unstable. The two of them look at you as the smoke washes over them. What the fuck? You alright? And then for the next 8 hours, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns for the next 8 hours to teleport up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Right.
At the end of each of your turns, regardless of using the bonus action or not, or whenever you use the bonus action, roll a d20, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, these guys, they each also get hit by this. I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Not bad, but probably not enough. 14.
14. That's 1.
Okay.
All right. These wieners, let's see what they get when they get hit by the smoke. Like, oh, what is that shit? It smells like... Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
The one sitting at the table goes, you hear that? Jessica?
Oop.
Jessica? Where are you? Listen. No. It's impossible. The other guy's like, you can't... Jessica, they've been dead for like 10 years. Yeah, I know. Jessica?
Ooh.
Jessica? Tero, from the alcove, you're seeing this occur. Just... You see one of the worms get up and go, Jessica? Looking around.
Is he looking in the direction towards up where we are, or does he have his back? Is he looking like with his back?
He's just going to like look all around, like surveying the entire room, like looking around, and then he's like, Jessica! And you see him start walking towards a bookcase, and you and Crearyn can kind of see a shadow, like manifesting humanoid-like in the area, and the other worm's like, what the fuck is that?
Really quick, I would just like, while they're distracted, just gonna reach out and just stab this guy in the back of the head.
Okay.
Just a quick little.
Go for it. The guy's sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
You know what pithing is?
Yeah, with advantage.
You know, like what they do to frogs
Yeah.
before you dissect them? Yeah. That, but with a psychic dagger. 18.
That hits. Roll damage. You get sneak
All right,
attack
it's a
as
crit,
well.
right?
Yeah, auto crit because he's unconscious. Yeah.
Yep, okay. Ooh. Alright, so that's 4 plus 4 for an 8. Plus the 2d6 double. Wow. It's going to be 12 on the crit.
You stab him in the back of the head. No movement. No movement.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then those of you in the other room can hear someone going. You heard the conversation that was happening between Crearyn and the others, and then you heard one of them go, "Jessica, Jessica,"
Can I
and then
15 feet behind, not really 50 feet, but teleport behind the guy who, like, the other guy who's looking at the shadow and Jessica and the other worm? Oh, okay.
Roll a d20 first.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Uh-oh.
Is there
Natural 20?
Perfect. So while this is occurring, that happens. The guy, you teleport behind the one guy. The other guy goes, "Jessica," and as he gets close to the shadow in the bookcases, a hand comes out of the shadow, grabs him, and without a noise, he is pulled into the shadow and disappears. The other individual who goes, "What the fuck?" and is in the process of turning to you like, "What the fuck was..."
I'm gonna bring the arm up,
Oh.
kind of like what I did to Scooch.
As you're doing that, he turns around. You notice his shadow doesn't follow him. Like, it doesn't follow his movement. And it's just standing there in a different pose than he is. He's turning to look at you, and his shadow is doing something different.
Methinks Crearyn has gotten pretty lucky with these puffs passes.
What are you...
Can
What was...
Can I kick them into the shadow? Their shadow?
Make an unarmed
Can I
strike.
shove them?
Make an unarmed strike.
Uh,
Oh, if you're doing a shove, it's a contested athletics then. You said shove.
I did, yeah.
You need to beat a 12.
Oh, well, okay. I did. 17.
Okay. You push them back into the shadow, and the shadow just like grabs them like this around the face, and also pulls them into a shadow, and that worm is also missing. And disappears.
Are the shadows still there?
No. So it's you with this pipe, and you can see Tero in the process of stabbing somebody in the back of the head.
DM, while this is happening,
Yeah.
you do want to wait for Masquerade to come back. Can I look at those two and just go and make a motion for us to go take the other room, like just a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got that handled. So.
Yeah. I mean, it would be almost simultaneously.
Yeah. So you're hearing all this go on, and you're hearing like, "Jessica, Jessica." Yeah. Just weird shit going on in that room.
Yeah,
Check
I
the
don't
book.
know what they done. I mean, did Crearyn take the form of a lover? That's weird.
Tero, do you take the book he was reading, or do you like look up here for anything, or you just...
I'll look around a little bit. It seems like, I mean, there's a minute of just like, all right, what are we doing next? It's like, oh, Crearyn took care of it. Lovely, fantastic, wonderful.
Let's
Okay.
snoop. Okay, so you guys will be snooping while they're doing the other room. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so you guys leave the bedroom you're in, and the... Okay. The left corridor, 2 doors. One immediately... Yeah, you can hear 2 doors, and the furthest one you can hear what sounds like somebody sharpening something.
Or Scooch.
That's the door we'd go in. That's the one I'd be like,
Right, you want to go in that one or check the other? Go in it? Right, alright.
Okay.
Well, it's all alarms, if we go in that one. Whereas if we go in a quiet one, maybe someone, what? Yeah, no. Let's do it.
Yeah, so behind the door you hear somebody sharpening something. Shing, shing, shing. Who's opening the door? Who's going in? Who's dealing with that one?
I can go into that one.
Okay.
So I would try and, as we're in front of the door with the sharpening.
Okay. So, Kate, for context, you just got back. Samira, Scooch, and Abraham are checking out the door where they can hear somebody sharpening something, while Crearyn and Tero are dealing with the library room. So you can hear shing, 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 and as you go to open the door,
How are we going in?
One second, I gotta see.
oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. I was looking through your infusions. You wouldn't have enough available infusions to have Errol. You only have 2, and you're currently using 3 infusions.
Oh, okay. I may need a refresher on how I can use them, because they don't just stay forever.
They do.
They stay for however many slots you have. If you use a new slot, it stays for as long as your level is in hours before disappearing.
Because right now you have the Tankard of Plenty and a +1 crossbow, so you wouldn't be able to have Errol.
Then I will keep the tankard, and Errol will sort of dissolve into Penny. So there'll be
Okay,
just
cool.
a cauldron on her back.
Yeah, the infusion stuff is annoying and tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Anyways, yes, you're at the door.
I thought the +1 crossbow would just stay a +1 crossbow.
No, you can only have as many infusions as the slots available, and if you make a new one, I think the earliest one you have disappears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will learn.
It's weird.
I will be better.
It's all good. It's weird. They're not permanent. It's silly. So 3 of you are at the door. You can hear somebody sharpening. It sounds like they're. How about you all make a perception check before you barge in?
Okay.
$14.
Same.
I'd go 16.
It sounds like the way it sounds, like the direction of the sound is the best way I can describe it. It sounds like they're facing the door. So like if it was open, they'd be right there and looking at the door.
Should we just go in magic blasting?
Knock, knock, knock. Like
I'm gonna get to the other side of the
knocking.
door.
Okay.
From,
Knock, knock, knock.
from Scooch.
What the fuck do you want? I'm sharpening my weapon here, man.
Makes it.
We don't hear them shouting for Jessica out in the other room, do we?
No.
No? Okay. Then I will shut up.
Make like a grumble sound, like a.
They also mentioned that Jessica's been dead for 10 years, so if someone's pretending to be Jessica, that would go very poorly.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the food was real rough tonight. Hold on, I got something for you here. You can have some of mine. And they stop sharpening the glaive. You hear them set something down, and they
I'd
start
like to
walking.
action.
They start walking. Yeah, what's up?
As soon as they open the door, I'd like to use Gust of Wind that I can use for free one day.
Okay.
What's it?
Are Abraham and Samira holding any actions for when the door opens? Preferably something quiet. Well, not preferably, but maybe something quiet would be choice.
Let me. I'm going to hold a. I'm gonna. Does gust of wind do damage? Like,
No.
okay.
No.
So are we trying to do damage, or are we just trying to keep him from getting into the hallway?
I'm trying to, if I'm being quite honest, in my heart of hearts, I don't think this is exactly an inner room. I'm hoping as soon as I open the door, I can see some sort of outer window, just push him right out the window. That's my goal.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Then I'm going to subtle spell gust to add another 5 feet to that to push that back.
What about Abe? Hold any actions?
Yeah.
If it tells you
I've
at all,
got my telekinesis, so
This guy's just gonna get
triple up on
thrown
that.
around. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
So-
gonna try to throw him out a window.
So
to see, you guys would see that the whatever appendages on the armor start to go out and start to and like power up the wings, so you know,
Okay.
you guys have seen this before, you know a gust is coming.
alrighty.
Mhm.
Right?
So he'll open the door. I'll describe the room, and then we'll do what the held actions we're going to be triggered on.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Once a children's bedroom has now been repurposed into an armory. The room shows abandonment, faded wallpaper, peeling paint, the remains of once joyful decor, an old broken rocking horse in the corner, a faded mobile with broken pieces of painted stars hanging down above a crib. 6 barbed glaives hang on makeshift weapon racks. 6 sets of armor, 2 overturned children's cots filled with blankets and stuff. Children's drawings everywhere. The door opens. Whoa, what the and 2 gusts. And a telekinesis. Okay.
We will also take a precariously placed glaive impalement or spear impalement.
So. Yeah, back wall. Sure. Okay. So I'm going to say these strength saves are going to be disadvantaged because he's not expecting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for Scooch's gust, that is a 13.
Fail.
So how far back does he get pushed?
15 feet away in a direction following the line.
Okay, so straight back.
Yeah. And if he was sharpening something facing us,
Yeah,
then there should be something sharp.
absolutely. He'd also be flying into the rack at some point too, where all the glaives are. So he gets thrown back 15 feet, and then Samira's gust disadvantage. That's a 3.
That's a fail.
Natural.
He gets pushed back another 5 feet.
Natural 1 + 2, so another 5 feet. So 15, so 20 feet total. He's almost at the back wall where all the glaives are, and then Abraham's telekinesis for a 7.
Oh
So-
my god.
I'm going to say that's 3 forceful pushes, basically. He's hitting something solid. He's also slamming into a rack full of glaives. But the worm yelling Jessica in the other chamber, I'm going to say, is dampening the noise a little bit. And what's going on over there is kind of loud because they're laughing uproariously and they're playing their dice game. So that'll cover the sound of this guy. So he takes 9 bludgeoning damage from just hitting the wall. And then from being impaled on a glaive, I think a glaive is a d12 of damage. So that's 6 damage. So he's pushed back, just thrown against the back wall and impaled on like 3 glaives. 1 through the chest, 1 through like the side, and then 1 through the head. Just
Ooh.
and he just goes limp. And around this time, Tero and Crearyn, you finish off your chamber of people. And Tero, when you're looking through the bookshelves on the top of the library, you find a warped leather spell book and a locked iron coffer.
Ooh.
Thieves' tools check, please.
I'm going to convert a spell slot into some sorcery points.
Cool.
I'm going to be rolling my stealth skill because it's... Oh, wait, no. Not stealth. Nope. Wait, yes. I'm actually rolling my acrobatics because that is a dexterity skill that I'm proficient in.
Cool.
I was like, not stealth. I can't do sleight of hand. I'm not proficient. And I can't do stealth because I have expertise.
Yep.
Wow, 10.
You don't. It just you can't get it.
Wait, okay. How sturdy does it look?
It's a hefty iron lockbox, pretty sturdy.
Okay, I'm still gonna try anyway. I'm just gonna take the lockbox, look down over the balcony, and just chuck it at the floor from the balcony overhand to try and just pop it open.
Okay, for the purpose of this, I would like you to make a stealth check to see if it doesn't make a lot of noise when it hits the ground.
Okay.
Because you're throwing it from like 20 feet up. Just poof.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Jeez.
It lands in a way where it just lands in an awkward angle and doesn't make a lot of noise. Lands on like a pile of books that fell out of a bookshelf. Just poof. And
It's like your iPad that you drop from like downstairs. It just lands in that
Or just
perfect way. where it
lands
cracks.
perfectly flat, so it's like not an edge, it's just like a...
it breaks open and 50 gold pieces scatter out and roll everywhere.
Oh, it's just money.
Do I find anything in my sleuthing
No.
about? Damn. Are they playing for coin?
Yeah, each of them have 10 gold pieces on them.
Pocket in that.
And Tero also found a smut book if Tero takes that.
I do take the spell book, but not...
Leave the smut behind?
Yeah.
Okay, you take the spell book. It's got 2 spells in it you can tell the party wizard if they're interested. Enthrall and Rime's Binding Ice. Meanwhile, group in the armory. The guy is impaled on the glaives in the back wall.
Is he dead?
Abe goes over and just kind of lightly like slaps his head
Well,
around.
one glaive is through the head, one's through the side, and one's through the chest.
Nah, well,
I'll say like through not to like it's like through. I say your telekinesis positioned him in a way where it wouldn't destroy the brain, so it's like through the mouth. So it severed the brainstem, but the brain's intact. So just
yeah, I'd say dead.
Can I look for just a knife or a dagger?
it looks like this room only has their armor and their glaives. They're the only weapons they use, so it's all they keep and maintain.
For sure.
But there's like supplies in here that you would use to like maintain equipment, like leather straps and that sort of thing.
I would actually take some leather straps.
Okay, so yeah, like in the overturned cots, you can find. I forgot I wrote down what you can find. Old tattered blankets, if everyone wants some blankets. Leather strips, sharpening stones, a small tin of armor polish, 50 feet of hempen rope, and some wooden sparring weapons, useless for real combat.
I'll take the armor polish and the leather straps. Those are giving me ideas for a penny.
Okay, cool. And then the dead worm has 10 gold pieces on him. If anybody wants to just steal his money.
Abraham will probably take it as he tries to liberate the brain from there.
You can do so. There's a big old opening now for you to use.
Lead.
You kind of just need to, like, get in there through like the hole in the mouth and like just reach up through like the soft palate and just pull the brain out that way.
Yeah. Abraham will try to use one of his bags to save it for later since he's just ate recently.
Yeah. So you got another worm brain.
Great.
That guy got fucked up. I'm just picturing the guy opening the door and then just gone.
Ragdoll.
Yeah. He opens the door, sees like
Bird, a mind flayer, and a tiefling.
a homely Aarakocra and fucking tentacled mind flare and a half dead looking
and just goes flying. And yeah, there's just the one room left beside the armory, the one you guys are currently in. Anything else for Crearyn and Tero in the library? You both just saw 2 men get stolen by shadows.
Oh, that was advantageous. Do you think that was the house?
Oh, I thought that was you.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well
They look
done.
all right.
What?
Do I look okay?
I think so. Yes. I mean, you could maybe do something different with your hair. I think, but other than that, I think you look perfectly
Oh,
fine.
right. And they're gonna aggressively. You watch as their face kind of, like, the skin gets pulled too much, as they just like coil in on themselves, and as they appear back, they appear as their normal changeling self.
That works.
Okay. I don't usually. Remind me not to change anytime soon. Give me a few days.
All right.
Said give me a few days on it.
Why we gotta remind you that?
You guys have reunited?
Oh, sorry.
Hey, when did you get here?
Just
Sorry.
Well,
Dudes, I have a week off and I fucking suck at this. I
It's
don't
all
know.
good.
I'm so
It's been a
sorry.
while.
all right. You think the others? I need to get my armor and stuff. So you think the others are okay?
Well, I think they're doing just fine.
Walk out.
Yeah, okay. You walk out and you can see that the armory door is open, and you can see, yeah, everyone, like, the three of them are waving from the doorway.
We didn't hear you, so that's good.
I'll come and join you guys. Like,
I'm gonna put my armor back on.
Okay. And there's still the other door beside the one that they're coming out of that hasn't been checked yet.
I want to use any action or helping putting the armor on because I guess I'm a squire now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. All right, this buckle goes here. All right. Here. All right. I'll lift my arms up.
I smack a hand away.
I got it.
Right, so one more door on this floor.
There's a floor downstairs, by the way. There's seems to be sleeping quarters as well. I couldn't tell how many, but there's definitely others who are
Brilliant.
kind of there. So
Brilliant.
You've killed so many people since you got here.
good. All right, next door.
I'd say a little bit of blood is like pooling out of the armory.
Oh yeah, we're leaving boot tracks.
Yeah, there's
of
like blood. There's like blood boot prints coming from the armory out into the. You guys aren't leaving blood because Tero doesn't leave blood. Yeah, like the three of them are coming out bloody.
And
boot
Crearyn
prints.
didn't leave bodies.
No. But yeah, you see them
Just
coming out.
gone.
You see them coming with bloody boot prints just trailing out of the armory.
It was one guy, and I probably didn't like dance over.
No, I'm just saying, like, but the amount of blood that would have been like out from him pooling out and just in the room. Yeah.
I'd wipe my feet.
Okay, so you'd wipe your feet, but I don't think Abe would. I don't see the type.
I
just
don't-
like
Ooh, paint.
I just like that in the library. If someone is looking around here, they're gonna think for a second that guy's just still asleep up there.
And then he's just
Oh man, this guy slept through the whole thing, and then just gonna push me. He's just gonna.
and he died. He's somehow dead.
Yeah. What the fuck?
But yeah,
I same with the. It's gonna look like it. No, it's gonna look like It looks like one guy just drowned in the bath.
oh yeah. And then,
And then, like,
one
one
guy
guy
got impaled on a bunch of glaives.
Tero's like nickname the Nighty Night Killer because he always leaves victims looking like they're asleep.
Like they're still sleeping. It's
Might be
sleep.
now.
The Sandman. Yeah, so there's one more door, and then there's another set of stairs that goes down to the first floor.
Or is Tero the nickname?
Ooh,
Tero the Terror. Terrible Tero.
Sneaky.
Alright, one more door.
Yeah.
Who's taking point?
Arrow.
Tero, you've been doing
Would be
so good
Tero
so
or
far.
you, Crearyn? Did that work with your disguise?
Sort of, and then the shadows just ate him. Wow.
What?
I'm not going to. We could reassess how
Yeah,
we kill
yeah.
everybody later.
Let's
We'll do our
talk
kill
about it
count.
later.
Stories
I
by a
can-
campfire.
I'll open the door. It's fine. I'll listen in.
Oh yeah, she sound like say people sleeping.
And I'll look to Tero. This is for you. gonna step back. Sleeping people in there. You'd be like the Nazguls. We all walk in.
That was just when the
Last time, yeah.
Yeah, Sam said that. I think Sam joked about that last week. Yeah.
it was because of the sleeping ones. Yeah,
It's
just we all
continuing
walked
on with
in.
that, yeah.
Terrifying. That scene scared me when I was younger.
It
Anyways,
scared me too.
It is
I thought
scary.
they killed
Yeah.
them. I thought they actually was like achieved some victory.
but yeah, you can hear snoring behind this door too, so you can probably assume like multiple people snoring.
Okay, also counting them up, I think it was
4
two
people
outside.
just died.
what?
4 people just died.
4 just died. 2 outside is up to 6. 3
In the
in
bedroom.
the 3 in the last bedroom.
One
1
guy in the
in the
bathtub.
tub.
Yeah.
We're at 10 already.
Yeah.
So
Just taking
we
them
got
out.
5 more potentially.
First of all, the spiders are terrible at counting.
Yeah, they are. They have an intelligence of like 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a miracle they knew the number 6.
There's like
yeah.
a few.
It sounds like you can hear 2 people like snoring behind this door.
Has everybody taken a little bit of aggression out on the worms? Who hasn't?
good
Who hasn't
with-
had a?
I'm good with just shoving a guy onto a couple of weapons.
Abe, do you want this one with Tero, or do you want me to do it?
All with pleasure.
That didn't really answer it. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it? You just said with pleasure. I imagine you
Yeah.
want to do it, right? Okay. All right. We'll just wait outside then.
All right. Open the door, and it is yet another quarters. 7 bedrolls, 2 of which are occupied. 2 more sleeping worms.
Loaded crossbow, ready, trained on the door. If anyone runs out.
Okay. Tero and Abraham enter the room to the 2 sleeping individuals. You can do extract. You can do extract brain because they're unconscious. You don't have
That's
to
the
attempt.
plan.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Both with advantage if they hit. It is an auto crit.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke.
Positioning my shaft of the spear at like throat level, so if anybody tries to run out, they just get fucking
And they get shot with a crossbow.
clothesline. Yeah.
Wait, what is this? What is this? You said with advantage, a nat 1 and a natural 20.
Amazing. So yeah, auto crit for your extract brain.
Got a 13.
They're unarmored, so auto crit.
Okay, that hits. All right, cool.
So sneak attack as well.
6, and then sneak attack is much better. Plus an extra 20. 26 damage.
How do you kill that guy? He's sleeping just on his side, left side, just.
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
Caleb's glitching out hardcore.
Yeah.
It was just like this. Green screen.
What's going on in Chicago?
Yeah,
I
Tero.
don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Just can't see you're all green. Tero, how you killing this guy?
Oh man, I think I feel like with 26 damage on a single knife, he's got to do a trick shot with this one.
Okay.
I think with it, what he's gonna do is he's kind of gonna like arms up. He's gonna kind of do like a big wide stab at the side of his head. But like as he stabs, he's gonna let go, so the psychic blade just fully passes all the way temple to temple through his head, and then catches it when it comes through on the other side.
Okay. So, the brain be destroyed.
He sees the bleeding bag that Abe's carrying around. He's like, I don't have to worry about preserving brains anymore.
Yeah.
Abe's got stacks.
Abe, what'd you get for damage?
Yeah, speaking of, yeah, on a critical, Abe rolled a 1 and a 2. So a total of 8 damage.
So, you
Yeah.
are in the process of extracting this guy's brain
Uh-huh.
as he wakes up.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
And I go to try and put hands over the mouth, or like shove a tentacle in there.
Bonus action, just gonna the other one.
Yeah, advantage. Just wakes up. He can't speak because there's like tentacles all over his face.
That one on 19, 25.
Roll damage.
Okay. 4, that's going to be 6 points of psychic damage.
Dies. Brain is extracted.
Yeah, just like, just does that cool trick where he throws and catches in his offhand, and then sees that he's struggling, and then just like flips it around so he's holding it by the end of the handle, and then just swipes at his throat.
And then the guy goes limp. Free brain.
Abe's just gonna do one of these. Thanks.
The second floor has been cleared.
Tero needs to host an assassination seminar where he shows us proper technique.
I love that. I love that. Like Tero's been kind of like the assassination mama bird here, where it's like people go to. This is the second time someone's like tried to assassinate, hasn't quite gotten it, and then just with those bonus action, he's like, "Let me just get that for you real quick."
No, honey. Here's the carotid artery.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Let me just finish that off for you. There you go.
And that's that. That is the second floor. Every room cleared.
On to the next.
Okay.
Down to the first floor.
Well, yeah. Sorry. This is more of a meta question. I was about to ask it as Abe, but that wouldn't make sense. There are how many floors to this place?
3.
That we've seen? 3. And we've been at the third one, right?
You started on the
third down?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Just about to go down to the first.
Alright. Right, yeah, I guess we go down one more.
Okay.
They do have that thing in the dresser, the wardrobe. There's a staircase leading down, so.
Yeah, right. I need
Take a
to,
passage.
listen, the marks that I make leave a bit of a, what you might call, like a stamp. Like a calling card. I need to take some of these fellas' heads.
We just burn the place whenever we leave. Wouldn't that be easier to do?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, bones can make it, through a fire.
Yeah, but it'd be a
And if
quite a
it-
distinction to.
An intrusion into the brain. I don't know, if they're looking for it, they would know. So
Wouldn't that also be a
I-
calling card of taking some of their brains and not the others?
I
Wouldn't
mean,
that be something that we'd have to address?
I guess in my own history, some might say that my calling card was taking someone's head off, right? But I suppose in this case, as long as I mash up the head a bit, make it look like instead it got mushed instead of cut off, that might do it.
Drop a heavy
What
rock
if
on
we
their
leave
skull or
like a
something.
bloody hammer next to the head?
Each one?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we need to do that, but I'll just bash him. I'll just bash him up a bit. It's quicker. It's quicker.
We'll
Yeah,
just
we need to
wait
keep
till we
moving.
finish up. That would be like our in cleanup. Don't have to do it now.
Right, yeah.
Make it our way down to the first floor.
You sure?
Really quietly.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay.
Caleb, your camera is still on the fritz.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
though.
aware.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. So, you descend the staircase, and you can hear people talking. The stairs come down to a hexagonal shaped chamber, like a foyer that is wide and spacious. You're coming down a set of wide grand steps, carpeted with a thick, tattered blue carpet. The ceiling is vaulted, where a large tarnished brass chandelier hangs, no longer lit and is dark. At the bottom of these stairs, 2 worms are leaning against a stone banister. Oh, it's fucking boring. Nothing happens here, ever. This is fucking stupid. I'm so bored. No action. No one to fight. No one to kill. The leftmost wall is set with an archway that leads to a long corridor that turns to the right. The right wall is set with the same archway and leads to a corridor that turns to the left. And then a set of stairs descends from the foyer down into like another area of the first floor. But basically you're looking down a bunch of steps, and about 30 feet down these steps are two guys, two worms, their backs to you, talking to each other. They have not noticed you yet.
Really want to throw a javelin.
And send us a illusory
They,
illusion.
I will
out to
say,
distract
they're
them.
30 feet down the stairs. Whispering, they would probably hear you.
Okay. I don't have any of that fancy shit.
You.
Oh wait,
you
I
do
can talk to Tero. I can
Yeah.
talk to Tero.
Tero's linked up with Samira, and who was the other one that I linked up with? Was
I
it?
think it's Scooch.
Scooch.
I think it is Scooch. That's right, because
We
Yeah,
were
it was-
initially gonna split up, and then we
yeah,
did.
and also I was just thinking about it. It was just like Crearyn's new and Garrett wasn't here, so it was the other two.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got about 30 feet down these stairs are two worms, backs facing you, leaning up against the railing, talking about how bored they are and how nothing happens here.
Tero just kind of looks at everybody, just kind of with a look, just gesturing down, like, do you want me to, like, would anyone else, like, I can just, like, does anyone mind?
If Tero makes their way, Crearyn's gonna wait till Tero's like right up on him, started swinging, and they want to throw a javelin at one of their fucking backs, the back of their head. But they're gonna wait. They're gonna hold an
Okay.
action until Tero is
Okay.
Initiating the death
we,
Right.
strike.
No,
we
it's-
only hear these two voices, right?
Yeah, because they're talking pretty loudly.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
Oh, go ahead.
Then I will hold a frostbite on to cast on whoever is still standing after Tero and Crearyn's attacks.
Okay. Anything else from anybody?
I don't know what it might do, but just to kind of help the situation out a bit, I'm gonna do a minor illusion of like rat kind of scurrying in front of them.
Okay. So the rat scurries by. Oh! Shit! We must have missed one when we were making dinner. And they're like distracted by this. It's like scurrying by.
Tero's gonna go. So they're right at the bottom of like the
Yeah,
stairs.
they're
stairwell.
they're like 20 feet down the stairs. You guys are starting. We're like starting to go down.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it.
What Tero's gonna do is he's going to, what he's gonna do is go up the wall in like a spiral, so up the wall onto the ceiling of the stairwell,
Okay.
and then is gonna just kind of like corkscrew dive past the two of them, knives in reverse grip, and is gonna just like swipe at both of their necks from behind, one in each hand.
Okay, so it's action, bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go for it. First one will be sneak attack, or whichever one you
Yeah.
want to be sneak attack, which I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be main one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Advantage, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay.
For the first one.
Not both, since they're it's simultaneous attacks. Not both.
Sure.
Okay. 19 on the first one,
Yep.
which is gonna be 7 plus sneak attack plus 6, 13 on the first one,
That one drops.
and then simultaneously second one, fucking 25.
Hits.
Okay. Plus a d4 plus 4. Ooh. 1 plus 4 is 5. And then gonna add a cruelty die
Yep.
on that one for 6 for 11 total.
11 is what you need, and they both.
Nice.
So Tero just dives past them, just slashes at both of their necks from behind, and then lands in a roll as they just slump to the ground.
To the others, I wonder how he got caught.
I don't know, but that's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, it's a miracle mystery to all of us.
Do you
Yeah,
think he's single?
Well, Tero is a free spirit.
What? Who said that?
That's funny.
I mean, whatever
Who-
floats your boat, Crearyn.
Right.
Maybe.
I've always thought of Tero as a free spirit, and this is about as free as you can get.
So Tero, bottom of the stairs, you kill these two people. You have two corridors that arch corridors immediately off this foyer stairwell where you are currently, and then a hallway that looks like, so at the bottom of the stairs where at the banisters are where these worms were, two corridors, and then a corridor that heads straight to the front door.
Tero's just gonna walk back into line of sight, because I'm imagining the roll took him out of line
Yeah.
of sight of the stairwell. So he's just gonna walk back over, just kind of leaning down like this to look up and just gesture. Just, come on.
Yeah. Abraham started walking down.
Okay.
So,
So yeah,
It's really Tero's summer camp of assassinations.
yeah. So you got these.
Tero, my man Tero. That's beautiful.
Two corridors that kind of, one turns to the left, one turns to the right, that are just off this landing on the foyer, and then you have the front corridor that heads straight to the front door, and you can see some doors are on that corridor as well.
I know there's some at the door there. Somebody sleeping in one of those rooms.
Oh, you heard them?
Yeah, whenever I was outside. I can take care of this if you want.
Well, yeah. If we got that, might as well take care of them sleeping ones first. Yeah.
Fun while y'all were doing it. So, Crearyn's gonna walk over to the door that they
Okay,
heard.
so you walk down the entrance corridor.
Yeah.
It's flanked by decorative suits of armor and long rotted portraits on the walls. A significant breeze, and there's some frost coating the dark walls. There's a lot of gaps in the structure here, just it's old and abandoned. A few holes are in the floor as you're walking along that peer directly into a cellar about 20 feet down. You can't see too well into the cellar because the holes aren't big enough. This corridor is flanked by two doors about 15 feet down the corridor. One on the right, one on the left.
And I heard the noise coming from the
Left, so it'd be on your right walking down the corridor.
Okay. Scoot past that sketchy area.
All the holes.
Okay.
They're not that super big, but smart.
But still, just Crearyn wears some heavy armor. Yeah. Crearyn's gonna kind of scoot to the edge, get to that door. Listen.
You can hear sleeping, snoring.
How many?
Just sounds like one person.
All right. Crearyn's gonna open the door slowly.
Make a stealth check, please.
Oh goodness gracious. Sorry, y'all. Oh, never mind. I rolled two 18s. Or
Okay.
19.
You open
With
up.
disadvantage.
You open up the room. It is a large circular chamber. The wall is lined with bookshelves and old dusty books. The walls are also lined with peeling, rotting wallpaper of flowers and snowflakes. A large fireplace and hearth covers the entire eastern wall and is lined with cloudy, dusty glass decanters filled with various liquors, as well as a collection of well-made, beautiful drinking glasses. Looks like a lounge. In front of the fireplace is a large, dark blue sofa where a grizzled, battle-scarred human man rests. On a table beside the sofa is a nearly fully drunk decanter of whiskey and a plate covered in crumbs. They are not wearing any armor. They're just laying on this couch, passed out. Looks like they passed out from drunkenness, and they're just.
And do they fit the vibe of a worm? Do I see any kind of armor or any kind of do they look like they're part of that crew that would be occupying?
I mean,
or are they
they're one of the only other people in here, and
Just
you've
making
only
sure.
seen
Okay.
seen worms so far.
That's fine. Not like Grant really would care. But when you got to fabricate a story, all right, Crearyn will slip over and Let's see if this works. Two hand on the spear and just going for like right center chest.
All right.
Or there would actually be going into like.
Yeah.
They laying on their back or they laying on their
Oh,
side?
they're laying on their back.
Okay, yeah, then just behind
All
the
right.
couch.
With advantage.
Great.
If it hits, it's an auto crit because they're poisoned because they're drunk, but they're also unconscious.
Oh my god, that was a natural 1 and a 12. So that is an 18 to hit.
They're not wearing armor, so it hits.
Right.
So it's an auto crit.
Did we do auto crits? Did we roll 2 dice or did we double it?
It's whatever you want.
Alright.
Double dice generally
I'll
is
double.
better.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, I did. I just doubled the. So 7 times 2 is 14. So 14 points of damage. Gives it a little twist. Sure.
Yeah, they did.
That won't be taking your face. And is going to grab one of the things of whiskey.
All right. Also on their person is a coin purse containing 10 gold pieces
Slip that into my.
and a key ring. So you may have your own little key ring here.
I'm going to take my own key. Right.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to grab just a bottle of whiskey. I'm going to uncork it. Just take a little swig of it as I'm walking out.
Imagine drinking like 100, 200-year-old whiskey that is somehow just not turned to vinegar yet.
Oh. Best thing to do. Close the door.
There's also like bottles of wine, like expensive looking wine in like a wine cabinet and that kind of stuff.
Wine's probably fucked though.
Yeah, the wine's most likely like acetic acid now. But yeah, that worm's dead. There was another door across the hallway.
The other door.
Yep. You can check that one out
Yeah,
too.
let's check that out. See if there's any noise. Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
Open the door.
This
Open it.
small closet filled with cobwebs. A very, very old, tattered and heavily moth-eaten coats, mostly made from wool and moleskin. There was an old headless broom handle, a pair of rotten leather boots, and a collection of old tattered hats. It's just a hat, broom closet, cloak closet. All a bunch of just...
Very important question. What kinds of hats?
You don't know, you're not there.
Yeah, what kind of
Aw.
hat? Oh, no, I don't care.
Yeah,
Close the
door shut. There's like a fedora.
Don't get excited about that, Samira.
There's
No,
a fedora.
it's a joke in my other campaign.
There's a-
my
oh.
character always has a fedora.
There's a fedora. There's a massive, like, wide-brimmed, floppy sun hat that's, like, black.
Oh.
But it's
Now you got me there.
They're all tattered and moth-eaten, full of holes.
Oh, so mending wouldn't even work on that. Okay. Because if they've been physically eaten, there's nothing there to stitch. All right. Crearyn's going to close it and make their way back.
All right. You all see...
Cleaning off the...
Yeah, you all see Crearyn making their way back down the corridor, clearing off the blood off of their spear.
And some of the whiskey to Scooch. You drink?
Love
It's
100
very...
years old.
It's old, like, 100, 200-year-old whiskey, perfectly, like, preserved in that bottle, so it has... It's strong. It's like when you drink like a really strong drink and it just feels warm everywhere.
Yeah, definitely saw below. There's some holes and such. I definitely saw a cellar that is below, so definitely a downstairs. So.
Then yeah, you got the two corridors that go off the foyer as well.
Oh, and I found one of these. It just holds up a key.
It's the same key ring that everybody else took.
Would have been nice to have. earlier.
Congratulations! Good for you!
All right.
Do we
Which
keep
way, left or right?
deeper and deeper?
Well, we got two corridors, left or right.
On the main floor.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, do we hear anybody else?
Not currently.
I'm on listen in the left door.
Corridor?
Yes.
Don't hear anything.
I don't hear nothing. Go and check it out.
So you all down the left corridor.
Let's do it.
The windows lining this corridor, all boarded up. Gaps in the boards allow a sliver of a glimpse outside towards the coach house. As you're making your way around the corridor, looks like it connects to the other corridor. Like they kind of go like this. They are adjacent from windows. There are 2 doors. Through the right side door, you can hear somebody humming. And there's also a door that's boarded up that looks like it leads to the backyard, which that's where the rope would be dangling down from.
So you're saying there's 2 doors, one leads to the backyard and one leads to a hammer.
2 doors. There's 3 doors. There's 2 doors in the corridor and then a boarded up door that you can't get through that leads into the backyard, where you guys had that. So where it'd be like right where the rope was set up.
So 3 doors total. There's one there that we know leads to the back area.
Yeah, and then
one that leads to a hummer and one that's a question mark.
Yeah, you can hear somebody going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the perfect amount of seasoning. They're gonna love it. You've killed 14 worms so far, by the way.
Oh. Let's just walk in and surround him and just like silently stand around him and look in the
Till he
pot.
notices us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the perfect amount of seasoning.
Right, I think they're in the middle of making some type of stew. What you say we let them finish and then have the food, right?
Another 3 hours and this will be good to go.
Ah, damn.
I'm
There's
down.
another
fuck you.
3 hour.
Cook faster, bitch.
He's cooking a roast beef in the pressure cooker.
We're gonna Scheherazade like 1001 Tales this guy, but with stew.
Oh. So,
You can stay alive until the stew is done.
so what are you guys doing? Just booting the
Do
door
we
open and
want
just
to let him?
fucking this guy
Do we
up.
want to let him finish the stew, or do we want to just get it over with?
And then once I've done this stew, I'm
I
gonna
don't-
go kill some people, and it's gonna be a
Yeah,
good
I
time.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, I think we shouldn't belabor this one.
Everyone's gonna remember the name Keith, the butcher chef.
Yeah.
The butcher chef. Let me just put that in important NPCs. Keith the butcher
Yeah.
chef.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, it reminds me, I should probably get some of the others to taste test the rat stew.
Oof. I've had enough.
Just a little bit of tarragon, I think. Yeah, season the rat with tarragon. Oh, the béarnaise sauce is almost done.
We can get tarragon and béarnaise sauce. We can't get better meat than a rat.
The Rime Dominion has
Yes.
its priority in the other herbs and spices that Colonel Sanders is not using.
So he's got like Dutch creamery butter
Well, they have horses, so they're just making butter from the horse milk.
and
Oh, there you go.
crisp white wine. That's
Rat
gonna
milk.
really bring the
Oh,
béarnaise.
yeah, he's using rat milk to make the béarnaise sauce.
A lovely strawberry vinaigrette.
Oh. Yeah, you should just hear this guy humming and cooking and from behind the door.
Yeah, well,
Whale's
we're doing-
egg for protein.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Abraham's just gonna go
Busted
in.
in superhero poses.
You're all just like limbering up.
I
Yeah,
really
no,
think we
no,
should just
no,
walk
no.
in.
Yeah, Abraham's just casually walking in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if the guy screams, he screams, and Abraham's
that's
just
the funniest
walking.
option.
All right, Abraham opens the door and the guy, it's just the time. I want you guys to taste test the stew, and he like pours, he like scoops some of it out, puts it in a bowl, and turns around to see you all and goes,
Can I cast shape water on the stew as he's turning around so it just freezes mid pour into the bowl? Just to intimidate him a little bit.
"Well, he's a worm. It probably wouldn't intimidate him."
Well, if he does, she does that, and since the ladle
Just to throw him off.
is in there and frozen, and it's like
Ah.
kind of at an arc and a point, Abraham's just gonna take the guy's head and then like make it so that the neck goes through the poor spot.
Okay. Yeah, do an unarmed strike. With advantage, because this guy's
Unintentional epic move.
impaling him on the spoon. Advantage, because he's surprised.
All right.
Impaling him on the spoon or the frozen soup?
The frozen soup.
Mmm.
Yeah, because it's at an angle.
Can you freeze soup with shape? Can you freeze liquids with shape water?
Yeah. As long as there's no human like living things
Yeah,
in
you
it.
freeze the water provided there are no creatures in it.
Well, there's rats in it, but they're dead.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
They don't count.
And technically, we've established before that. Just gonna say, like corpses.
The ocean is a soup.
The ocean is a soup.
All right,
The ocean's
so
a soup.
unarmed strike with advantage.
We'll get to this later.
All right. Does that count if I make it with my tentacles? Does that count as a tentacle attack? It's okay.
Sure. Yeah, for this, yeah.
All right. All right. And you said just a flat attack?
Yep.
Or did you say okay? Cool. 11.
Like the hit.
Yeah.
He's unarmored because he's just cooking. So let me see what his AC is.
What's his
be.
dex score?
I gotta remember. I don't think it's super high if they're not wearing armor. Plus, this guy is Keith, the butcher chef.
Yeah.
His dex is +1, so his AC is 11.
Hey, meets it beats it.
So roll damage.
All right. Ten.
He's partially impaled on what you're impaling him on. Worms have 11 hit points usually.
Oh, okay.
So he's like dying in the process of dying.
Javelin.
Okay, go for it.
Really wanted to throw that javelin.
I do.
Straight,
I've never seen anybody use a javelin in D&D ever in my life.
straight. All right, that's a straight attack roll.
That's for one. I see why people don't use them now.
Sticks to the wall. He's like, blood's like spurting out from the wound.
Scooch, take a shot. Take a shot.
How
Scooch.
does it taste?
He
How does your soup taste?
He collapses to the ground, and it takes a long time for somebody to bleed out, and so he's just like, just choking on his own blood. Just continues.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take this one.
It's gonna
Good
take
night.
as long as a soup. Jeez.
Yeah, good night. I think I kind of want to see this from his perspective anyway. And he goes and takes the brain.
All right. No
What
need
a
to
soup
roll.
recipe.
No need to roll. So you pull the brain out, and like the last few hours of this guy is just him catching rats around the manor, killing them by just picking them up by the tail and hitting them off of solid surfaces, and then torching them so the hair kind of burns off, and then he just puts them in the soup. That's how he spent his days until he got stabbed on his own soup, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we want that soup recipe. Didn't even divine them. You know what I'm saying?
You just also remember him like trying to milk a rat and it not working out.
Oh God, it's raw. Ugh, man, this one didn't give up. All right.
Now I'll describe the kitchen, and then we'll go to break.
All right.
Small and tightly cramped, with a large wood oven against the center of the back wall, where a large cauldron of stew bubbles away. You have killed an older dwarf man with graying, balding hair and a basic tunic. Pots and pans hang from a rack on the wall near the oven, as do numerous plucked game birds. But they're eating rats. I forgot that I wrote that in there. So there's just freshly plucked game birds, pheasants, and the occasional wood pigeon. Just hanging.
Pheasants are pleasant, but rats where it's at.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Scooch sees a bunch of dead game birds hanging
Mm.
And a large door leads down to a ramp that slopes down into what is presumably the cellar. And that's where we're going to go to break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes for the rest of the manor.
Wait.
Man killed by soup. In the kitchen. A slope descending downwards to a door which looks like it leads into a cellar. That's what you see. And a bunch of
That was
and a
very
bunch
dramatic.
of and a bunch of dried game birds hanging from the ceiling, and for some reason these weirdos are eating rats.
A bunch of dried what? Hanging from the
Game
ceiling?
birds like pheasants and
Game birds. Okay.
pigeons. Scooch is not looking at them.
Gamer birds.
Wait. You said game birds like pigeons?
Pheasants and wood pigeons, yeah. Wood pigeons.
wood pigeons, okay.
Not like not city pigeons.
I was like, I don't know what kind of game birds.
But yeah, there's that, and then there's just the slope leading down, like a ramp leading down into the cellar.
Alright, here we go.
But you can
Just
basically
wait, do we think anyone else is still down there?
See, I don't know. I mean, what do you
Down at
think?
15, right?
But what do you think a garden, right? So I don't know what this is all about yet. Like what this specific. I mean, there's got to be right. All we know is that there could be some type of brain thing down here. So
there's still a secret. There's also still a secret staircase that we found on the 3rd floor. In the wardrobe. In the master bedroom.
they go down.
Yeah.
Should we do that one?
Let's just see the
Instead
cellar,
of-
make sure there's
instead of
nothing
this
else. Let's just make sure there's nothing else here, and then then we can go down to the even secret.
Well, I think we go down to the more secret part first. I mean,
The one room we haven't checked.
well, yeah. I mean, think about it, right?
Just walk in, look, see if there's nothing there. If not, we bounce.
All right, you do it.
All right, gonna walk down.
Walk down the ramp into the cellar. It is dim, dark, dusty, and flooded with about 2 feet of stagnant, freezing cold water. Ice and frost covers the walls, and discarded refuse consisting of old broken wine bottles and rotten wood float in the water. The cellar stinks of sitting water and rotting meat. A wine rack is filled with bottles that have long since turned into vinegar, and there is a door on the back wall.
But I think we're looking for a brain, right? Based on the missive, the little message that they was writing.
Go check this door.
Yes, you trudge through the water to the door and you open it up. The larder is flooded with about 2 feet of water, and the meat still hanging from the hooks to be dry aged has long since rotted. The room smells heavily of rotted meat and water. Some meat floats in the water, and that's all that's down here. The cellar and the larder.
Curiosity sated. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna turn around and make our way back.
So now all the way back to the 3rd floor to the secret staircase.
Yes. Is that where we want to go?
Right, yeah. So nothing, eh? All right.
Meat. Lots of meat.
Okay.
Just me?
Wait, I'm all
what I
about
said,
this
yes.
secret staircase, though. So
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yes. Nothing else of interest remains in the manor aside from the secret staircase. Back to the secret staircase. It takes about just a few minutes to get there. Not too long. It is the back panel of the wardrobe is a false wall, and it's pushed open to reveal a narrow stone spiral staircase that leads down into darkness. It is narrow, confining. The stone steps are rough and uneven. The air is freezing cold. The staircase is also dimly lit by torches mounted along the walls with eerie pale blue flames. And they flicker slightly. And there's a spiraling, very narrow staircase about 5 feet wide that goes straight down. So basically, single file would be the way to do it. So, marching order, please.
Abraham would like to be third.
Okay.
I'll be first. Oh, I'll be second.
So Tero, Crearyn, Abraham. Crearyn is very short, which is funny. My internet's dying once again.
What?
Oh, my internet sucks.
Oh.
Tero.
Oh, sorry. I think you missed it. I was saying, if Crearyn's on the ground and Tero's on the ceiling,
Oh,
they
perfect.
can both be first.
So,
yeah.
Tero, you're descending the staircase from the ceiling.
So our heads are like next to each other.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
Crearyn.
be behind Abe, and then probably Scooch behind
Okay.
me.
So Scooch in the
with
back,
Penny.
with Penny. Okay. Descending the staircase. Yep. Lit with these.
Probably Penny. Probably
Eh.
Penny up front with Crearyn.
Oh right, yes, that's what
Yeah.
Caleb said before
Yeah.
they left.
Yeah.
And then
pale blue torchlight from these torches on the walls give off these unsettling shadows. Takes about 24 seconds to get to the bottom, and the staircase leads to a large arched stone door carved with the likeness of a white dragon. It's like a large stone archway, and then a gloomy passage that you're kind of standing in, 20 feet wide and long but low in height, creating a sense of constriction. And then, an ancient stone door, heavily carved, depicting a majestic white dragon with glowing blue eyes. The dragon's scales carved into the door are intricately etched, and its form wraps around the door frame, giving it an almost lifelike quality. The wings are spread out in a protective stance, and its mouth is open as if roaring. The dragon's blue eyes are carved with shallow indentations that could be mistaken for that are mistaken for decorative elements at first glance, and as you look closer, both eyes seem to hold a faint glim from the light, or a faint glow from the light from the pale blue torches that flicker near them. And written around the door says, "The light must dance in the gaze of two. Left is soft, right is true."
So, light must dance in the gaze of two.
Left is soft, right is true. And it looks like
What
the
you
eyes
think-
are catching the light from the torches nearby.
Yeah, what you think makes soft light? Then. Are there any tools or anything around in this room?
Nope,
or is it just kind of bare?
Just torches. The torches
Okay.
on the wall near the dragon, which the
Right,
light
right.
from the torches is reflecting in the eyes a little bit.
Yeah. I wonder. They don't want us to put the torches out, right?
Light catches in the gaze of two.
Left is soft, right is true.
What is that? Left is soft, right is true.
Could I have the rest of the riddle again?
The light must dance in the gaze of two. Left is soft, right is true.
Dance in the gaze of two.
And currently the light of the torches is reflecting in both eyes.
Yeah.
Is there any other are there any other inscriptions anywhere?
Nope.
No? Okay. Can I Katara waterbend with using shape water, water out of my canteen to create a prism of ice?
Make an Arcana check to see if you can do that, like a spellcasting check to see if you can manipulate it that detailed.
Okay.
And can I have a closer look at the jewels in the
It's gonna
eyes?
be
Yeah, they're just
intelligence.
they're
+4.
just two blue gems deeply indented in the eyes that are catching the light from the blue torches nearby, and they're like faintly glowing from the light.
Okay. Is it? Can I try like passing a hand over one of them?
Which one? Left or right?
You said left was soft.
Left
Right
is
is
soft,
true.
right is true.
I'm gonna use
do the
knowledge
right
from
one.
past life
Okay.
to add a d6 to this.
Sorry, what, Garrett?
I'll do the right one.
Okay,
Just have my hand pass over the right one.
you pass over the right one, nothing happens.
Okay.
18 total.
So you, with your shape water, you do briefly fashion a prism. It doesn't last a very long time. So you briefly have like a little prism, and say it's going to last like a few seconds probably, or however long it says the spell duration.
The water unfreezes in an hour.
Oh, so you have like a little frozen prism.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna hold it up to one of the torches and try to like bend the light towards one of the eyes more focused. Like-
Which one, left or right?
To the right.
Okay. What the fuck what role would it be to direct light through a prism?
Maybe sleight of hand?
No.
To get the angle right?
No, I don't think so. Actually, yeah, sleight of hand.
Hell yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
17.
So you bring the prism up to one of the torches. The torches, weirdly, like, it doesn't give off any heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's just light, and you reflect the light into the right eye, and the right eye goes, and it lights up, and you hear a noise. Like something unlocks inside the door.
Oh, what you do?
I just made a prism out of ice and focused the light of the torch onto the eye so that it was pure beam of light from the torch into the eye.
And you do that into the right eye, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Because the left eye was soft, right was true.
Yep.
Huh.
So you hear like what sounds like something unlocking inside the door.
Yeah. And Abraham's gonna do the same thing he did with the right eye, with it passes a hand over it. And then
Okay.
we're gonna do the left eye.
So you do it to the left, and the left eye goes, lights up, and then
Nice.
something unlocks.
Oh, there's still more.
No, like both eyes are now
Oh, okay. I
glowing.
was like, wait.
And
Boy.
the door
Masquerade.
the door grinds open. Yeah, it was about
Okay, so that puzzle means that you had to have like diffuse light in one eye, and then you had to like focus light in the other.
Yeah,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I
Left-
was understanding that.
the light must dance in the
I just-
gazes too. Left is soft, right is true.
Yeah.
So soft
I
light.
just guessed the wrong
Yeah.
eye.
Oh,
With the
that's what I was
hand
like.
over
I
it.
thought you did that. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. You did it on the
So
okay.
the door opens up, and the mouth in the door closes, and you can sense that was a trap if it didn't go right. And it opens up into a large circular chamber with a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. Brass piping runs along the walls and ceilings, filled with a glowing blue, familiar, viscous liquid, blue blood, which is visible through small glass windows in the piping.
I
These
don't like that.
These pipes run out of this chamber and further onwards. The floor is made of cold, worn stone. The chamber is dimly lit by more of those pale blue torches. There are open doorways to the right and left, each leading into long, narrow corridors where the brass piping follows. The liquid seems to be coming through the pipes via the right corridor. A corridor directly ahead is blocked by a large, iron-bound, locked door. So 2 corridors with piping coming from the right one and going down the left and down towards the massive locked door.
So pipe. Sorry, just trying to visualize.
Yeah, large brass piping is running through the corridor from the right corridor, and it's coming down and going down the left corridor and going down the corridor where that door is, and it's bypassing the door and going through like a wall and stuff. So you got a big, sturdy iron door, and then these 2 corridors. The right corridor is where the piping is, like, where the blood is flowing from the pipes, through the pipes.
Okay, so to the right is the origins.
Yeah.
We think. Okay.
So total of 3 directions.
Yeah, but the one ahead, it looks like it's blocked off by a large iron-bound locked door.
Okay.
You can tell it's locked by the There's like a big padlock built into it.
Nice. We're gonna look at the key rings that we have.
Does not look like it would
Nothing?
fit that door, no.
I think we're on a bit of a key hunt. Let's say we go, what, right first? Left?
Probably right. See where all this is coming from.
Yeah.
Probably find any clues.
Okay. The corridors are wide and open, so everybody doesn't need to be like scrunched up together. You can kind of spread out a little bit. As you walk down the corridor, the blood pumping through the pipes is like loud. It's like it's almost sounds like it's like pumping through. It'd be like if it's like pumping through like irrigation systems. It's the best way I can describe it. Is loud, forceful, like flow. It's all brightly lit from these torches. And the corridor extends 60 feet, then turns right into a large 3-story chamber as you're walking. You can hear people working as you get to where the corner is that turns into the chamber. So you keep going, or you stop and try to listen in to see what you can hear. Okay. Yeah, you just hear more of like that fluid pumping, what sounds like boiling, and that's about it. Just and then people like walking around, and it sounds like chains dragging on the floor.
Right. I think if we do any violence, maybe think non-lethal. This sounds like some type of slavery situation. Chains, whatnot. I don't know. We'll see what we get.
And you peek around the corner or continue forward. Large 3-story chamber. Copper vats are scattered across the room, each filled with a bubbling, glowing blue viscous liquid. Blue blood. But in a very viscous liquid form as compared to what you all saw in the mines. Samira, you feel a very powerful mental connection here. Brass piping runs out of the vats, transporting the liquid down the corridor and likely to other parts of this area. You enter at the top of the chamber, surrounded by stone railings. Stone steps descend into the 2 lower levels of the chamber, which also contain more vats of this blue blood. It is dimly lit by the pale blue torches affixed to walls and railings, and the torches also highlight the blue blood as it pulses and bubbles inside the copper vats. Several large gears and rusty metal chains hang from the walls, used to control and maintain the vats and the piping system. The room's atmosphere is heavy with the smell of burnt metal and boiling blood, essentially. Malnourished workers in tattered, ragged clothing shuffle around, chained by their ankles to the floors and wearing thick iron collars, very similar to the collars you all were fastened with when you were tossed into the carriage, but these are different. They're same design, but not as intricate. Their skin is covered in deep burns. Every single worker is covered in burns, many of them holding their hands close to their bodies, visibly trying to avoid touching the vats or pipes, though they continue to work extremely hard, without talking, without breaking focus. The workers, clearly, just by looking at them, you can tell it's forced labor. Their faces gaunt and hollow from exhaustion. They're dumping solidified blue blood. Looks very similar to the stuff you found in the mines, into a large cauldron-like device, which then boils the substance, pumping it back into the surrounding vats. And there's a heavy smell of like metal, like the metallic smell of blood in the air. And it's just a bunch of like malnourished people dumping and making the blue blood here out of like the refined solid substances.
Does it look like they are... So, like, Abraham has a little history of people being compelled to do something through, like, magical or
Uh,
psionic means,
make
and then
make an
and
Arcana
also,
or an
like-
Insight. Arcana or Insight, your choice.
Okay, I might do Arcana. Yeah. 22.
Yeah, it's definitely some sort of compulsion to do this, and they're all like focused. They're like they're working like this, hands very close to themselves to avoid touching any of the hot things. And yeah, they're all covered in burns. They're all very malnourished and haggard and gaunt. Assorted humanoids of all types, affixed with these collars. They're chained around their ankles to like just like the floor in places. They all have tattered, worn clothes, singed from contact with what looks like the vats. Heavy, glowing collars, faintly and clasped tightly. The heavy collars that are glowing faintly, clasped tightly around the skin of their neck, and it looks like the heat from their work has actually fused the skin of their neck to the collars.
I'm doing my best to block myself off from that mental connection
It's
that I'm
impossible.
feeling. Ooh, okay.
Is there anybody that looks like they're like overseeing them?
Good question as I relook through all my notes. Yes. Thank you for asking, because I forgot. There is a malnourished elderly dwarf gagged with a half metal mask that's bolted into his lower jaw. So it's like bolted here, and then here. It's just a metal mask bolted over his jaw. He is also wearing a similar collar. And he looks like he's the foreman. He's directing them and pointing around and stuff, but he can't speak.
And does he also have that very familiar
Yeah.
look of someone being compelled?
Yeah, but it's like they still have it's like they still have their mental faculties. They're not being like controlled, but there is something with their movements and everything, and the fact that they're not speaking, they're not doing anything aside from work.
Well, it seems like there's a bit of compulsion going on with these folks. So, go easy on them. Whatever you decide to do.
And yeah, each of the vats is like 30 feet tall. That's the chamber. Yeah, each of the vats is like 15 feet tall and just filled with fully liquefied blue blood that's pumping up through the pipes and out of here.
Where are they getting the blue blood from?
They're just like gathering it from like these large receptacles of like, it looks like the stuff that you found in the mines that were being harvested in the mines, and they're melting that down and turning it into this substance.
And where is that coming in from?
Numerous filled receptacles everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So you get probably shipped from the mines.
Oh, okay. Why don't we leave this place alone for now, and why don't we go check out the other place, see if there's anything of interest there? Because this just looks like they're gonna just keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that perhaps a little bit of sabotage here might go a bit towards. I mean, I don't know what all this blue stuff is feeding, right? Maybe we put a bit of sabotage into this.
What if it goes completely fuck up, and then we don't have any time to explore the other areas of this?
All right. Give me 10 minutes.
I think we have 10 minutes. What are you trying to do?
I set up a bit of a trigger. Yeah, we can leave some type of familiar or some other way of triggering an effect that can disable the pipes, the mechanisms here.
Okay. You can do that from just here, and you can just shut the whole place down in 10 minutes?
Maybe not all of it.
It looks like to like fully like disable everything. It looks like it would take a good amount of time, like hours.
Oh,
It's
what's
like it's
the
an
difference?
intricate it's an intricate system with like systems everywhere, lots of vats. It's a very very intricate system. Definitely fueling something
so there's
large.
So there's not just one thing.
No, there's multiple.
Yeah.
There's like 30
but-
or there's like 30 or 40 people like working in here towards this collective.
Okay. Okay. So the source of this blue stuff is like a bunch of different things.
Yeah, it's coming from like numerous vats and going through numerous pipes.
Okay.
It's a very very
Okay.
intricate system.
So currently uncountable, really.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right.
It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a massive massive production facility.
Abraham takes another look at the thing. Yeah, I think you're right. We come back later.
Okay, so when we first walked in, we got
Mhm.
past the mouth trap. We came upon another locked door
Yeah.
and a corridor to the left and to the right.
Yeah, you went down the right one where all these pipes are coming from.
So the pipe, but where's the pipe? Where are they leading to?
Down the left corridor and through the locked door.
Okay, I was thinking that they were like coming from where we came, so that's why I was like,
No.
okay, wait,
They're coming from out of
Okay.
here.
let's go look at the left side, and then we may just have to turn. It may just be more production facility, and then we have to go through this big door.
Yeah. And then we'll have to check the foreman for a key. Potentially.
Right. Or yeah. Or they give it to someone who wait.
Your key ring looks exactly the same as the one that everybody else has.
Yeah.
If only.
If only. Well, you described him more in depth than the others. He's a bigger dude. So, all right, let's go down the left path, and we'll go down the left side, see what's over there. If we don't find anything of note.
I will also
we'll
say
look
the
here.
workers didn't react to your presence whatsoever. You would have been noticeable, and they didn't react to your presence.
Yeah, easy enough. We can take down the foreman, get the key from him.
You
And go way
can,
deeper.
you can definitely figure out that the foreman is the guy with the collar bolted into his jaw.
Okay. Good.
Because yeah, he's the one who's directing people. Okay.
Left side. Left corridor.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So the corridor is 50 feet long. This one, backtrack, narrow and dimly lit. Comes with a set of steps that descend down. More brass piping. The steps descend into a large, dark room. The air thick with the smell of blood and metal. Rusting surgical tables and operating rooms line the walls, covered with dirty sheets and dissected remains. Stone walls are stained with dark blood, and scratched metal tools are scattered on tables used in surgeries and autopsies. The room has cold stone floors, cracked and slick with blood. Humanoids, both living and dead, are being operated on, their bodies cut open, blood oozing onto the tables. Other subjects include twisted, dragon-like humanoid hybrids, their bodies distorted, some parts resembling dragons, while others retain humanoid traits. Dissections reveal guts and organs spilling out, while flesh is forcefully grafted onto others, creating grotesque, dead hybrid forms. Metal clamps and chains are used to hold the subjects down, their flesh raw and scarred from previous operations. Twitching limbs and labored breathing show that some of the subjects are still alive, squirming around as they're sliced open and experimented on. The brass pipes carry the blue blood from the previous room, feeding into large distillation tanks that bubble with glowing liquid. The liquid is funneled into numerous complex medical apparatus connected to several operating tables capable of injecting the viscous blood into multiple specimens at once. The tubes stretch from the distillation equipment to metal syringes affixed to strange mechanical arms, each delivering the blood directly into struggling subjects. Yeah, people are spasming, jerking. The workers here performing the operations are various humanoids, tattered, ragged clothing, their bodies thin and their skin pale from malnutrition, and they wear the same iron collars as the workers from the previous chamber. While these workers work, their hands are trembling as they perform surgeries or autopsies on the humanoids and dragon hybrid abominations on the tables. So these people look like they're being compelled to forcefully do surgery and autopsies on people still alive, or the weird hybrids. Like, they're being forced to make them and experiment on them and perform surgeries.
I feel as though if we disturb them, we're gonna disturb the whole place.
Yeah, I think walking with a light step sounds about right.
And again, these people don't react to your presence whatsoever.
Yo, did you attempt to try to unlock the front that big door?
I certainly can.
Yeah, let's try that.
Right.
I don't want to disturb anything because as y'all have been talking, it seems as though with this connection, I feel as though they're all. Once we mess with one, we'll mess with them all. That makes sense.
Anyone assist?
Samira, you don't detect any mental connections to any of the workers.
Okay. I can help you out, Tero.
Thank you.
So you all circle
Very
back to the. You're circling back to the big door.
The locked iron door.
Yeah, the
in
big door. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that place we were just in where all the dissections were happening.
Yeah.
Was there another door in there that we?
No.
Okay. Okay. So it was just, it was a kind of a four-way intersection.
Yeah.
This way went to a bunch of vats
Yeah.
and like a pumping station.
Yeah.
Then this way led to a morgue dissection station.
Yeah, slash
And then-
hospital,
and
yeah.
then- and they were both dead ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
Cool,
blood
thanks.
was pumping into this room, into the surgical, like into the equipment to inject people with it, and they're also the workers here are look like they're being compelled to cut people up and experiment on them. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
So back,
Masquerade, you don't think this happened to your brother, right?
I'm gonna do something risky and try to. Should I? No. Samira really doesn't want to think about this at the moment. So she'll just kind of wave Abe off. It's like, well, we'll talk about it later. Please.
Yeah. Right.
Ready for the roll?
so you're attempting to you get to the big massive iron bound door, and you're attempting to pick the lock.
And I am assisting.
Are you
doing the
are you
help
are you
action.
proficient in thieves' tools?
I'm proficient in sleight of hand.
Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
No.
Then you cannot give him the help action.
I thought someone in the party was proficient in thieves' tools.
I think
Yeah,
Scooch
it's Scooch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Can Scooch assist?
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know he
Okay.
was.
Yeah, I was like, I remember someone using thieves' tools at one point.
I'm pretty sure it's Scooch.
Yeah, Scooch is. Then
Let's
yes.
let's take a gander.
Okay.
Yes, he
I
is.
think all artificers are proficient.
Yeah,
in these tools.
I'll give you a hand there, Tero.
Cool. Thank
So
you.
make a check with your thieves' tools. The DC to pick the lock on this door is a 20.
Okay. All right. Possible. Let's see. Got advantage. How's a 25?
So you begin working the mechanism, and as you're working the mechanism, you get like a smell of gas coming out of the lock mechanism.
Mm.
But you quickly bypass the trap that was in there with that 25, which would have been explosive by the smells of it.
Oh.
Silver. Or phosphorus.
And you hear a very loud. You're picking the lock on this door is going to take like 2 minutes or so, and you're like going through numerous little tumblers and mechanisms. You bypass the gas. There's something else weird in there, but you can't really tell what it is. But you pick that, get past that trap as well. So this door was
I
molten.
don't know what that is, but I'm getting rid of it. All right.
It was. It looked like it was given a couple things to keep this door secured and not just breakable, essentially. But you feel like you successfully picked the locks on this.
You go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah. Swing the door open
Okay.
slow, or
You
peek through.
You peek through. You push it open a little bit to peek through.
Yeah.
It stretches towards it's a long corridor that stretches towards a large descending ramp, which looks like it leads into another chamber. And more of the piping with the blood flowing through it goes in down this corridor.
Gesture onwards.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I still feel like we should sabotage this in some way. Maybe the piping right here.
We will.
All right.
You go down the corridor. Samira, the connection in your head is getting stronger and stronger. Um, and you all come to a chamber that is vast with a 60-foot high ceiling and an unnaturally enlarged, pale, blue brain floating at its center about 40 feet up. Abe, it's probably roughly the size of an elder brain, but
Yeah,
it's
no.
pale blue. Brass
Ugh.
brass pipes are impaled into the brain, pumping it full of blue blood, which seems to keep it psionically sentient and alive. It is slightly translucent, with pulses of light moving through it, through the veins where blood flows into it, giving it an eerie living quality. Surrounding the brain are scaffolding, platforms, and stairs that allow workers, none at the present, to access the brain and perform repairs to the pipes or adjust the blood flow. There is a strong psychic presence in the room, like a mild brain freeze for most of you. Abraham feels nothing. No presence. While Samira, you experience a sensation of extreme pressure, like you're on the verge of an aneurysm. At the base of the brain, a large spyglass is positioned and anchored to the floor. The eyepiece of the spyglass sits at eye level, for you all, would be, allowing people to view through it. And it looks like the spyglass goes right towards the brain, like it touches the brain, like the lens would touch the brain. As you enter the chamber, the brain shifts, its massive form trembling as the brass piping and walkways groan under the strain. And a powerful psychic resonance fills the chamber, rattling your very thoughts with its intensity, except for Abraham, which we're going to assume is, whatever I read here is for everybody but Abe. The sensations that are felt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I sense familiar minds. And the voice cuts through the static. Everybody can hear this voice. It's not telepathic. This is out loud and verbal. And as it speaks, those of you who aren't protected by a ring of mind shielding, it feels like you're subjected to electric shocks in your brain. Just flashes of memory invade your thoughts. Images of yourselves stepping through the entrance of the Vanguard headquarters, passing the skull of a dragon. And this brain is like it's seeing through the skull. The images are clear, except for Abraham, whose form is blurred and indistinct, his presence like a smudged ink stain.
Ooh.
Ring of mind shielding, y'all. For Crearyn, the memory shifts to an earlier time, the first moment you arrived at the Vanguard alongside Lady Matrigan. Yet her image remains elusive, shifting, and indistinct, as though even memory itself struggles to hold her shape. Kill me, end this torment. The brain's voice quivers with pain, a plea soaked in agony. More images flood your senses. Workers, gaunt and broken, their bodies draped in tattered cloth, each shackled by iron collars that glow with enchantment. They labor, affixing thick brass pipes into the brain's pulsating mass. These pipes feed it the blue blood that fuels its unnatural growth and its suffering. Among the overseers watching this operation, 3 figures stand out. Father Otto Ivar, the priest from Hungar, spewing empty promises to the wretched workers, his voice weaving a net of false hope. Burgomaster Eldrick Reinhardt, the mind behind the enchanted collars, his work aided by an unseen figure lurking in the shadows that nobody can see. And finally, the last figure is familiar to only Tero, Baron Philomen Uthred, a rotund, middle-aged man with a receding hairline and a walrus-like mustache clad in opulence. The Baron of Volkill. The man you were caught trying to kill. Unlike the others, he does not mask his pleasure. He relishes the workers' torment, delighting in their punishments, ensuring none forget the price of disobedience. The images darken, shifting from cruelty to something even worse. The workers trembling and broken, their bodies hollowed by pain. The brain, too, is a victim, torn apart and repurposed, its every neuron twisted into a conduit for suffering. And standing above it all, the Baron smiles. The brain continues to speak. The wolves among the sheep. Another sharp burst of memory through everyone's minds, except for Abe's. You see glimpses of the Vanguard long ago, a white dragonborn, clad in the Vanguard's regalia, whispering to shadowy figures whose forms flicker, vanishing before their presence can be grasped. Many visions follow, countless people, Dominion officials, worms, citizens, each bound to this vast, nightmarish mental network, kind of like Cerebro, just like seeing all these people connected to the same hive mind. And among them you see Samira, you see Samaji. Then suddenly silence. The brain convulses, its massive form writhing as though desperate to break free. "Kill me!" It screams again, its voice raw, teetering between command and plea, the blue blood coursing through its body like wildfire, its neurons pulsing. It's clear now, just based on what those of you are seeing, what Abraham is hearing from this thing when it speaks. The brain is not merely a prisoner, it is a weapon, a creature shackled and twisted into something monstrous, compelled to fight against its will. Yet even though through the agony something stands out, the pipes, the blood, the very things that seem to feed its torment. Let's roll initiative.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Damn. All right. I hate this thing.
Battle map.
Okay. Battle map. Battle map. Battle map. Battle map. Battle map. Battle map.
Oh,
I'm the map. I'm the map.
I thought you were describing the telescope thing as like coming out of it and
No.
like looking at the door. So it's like it's brain eyeball.
it looks like people can like look through the eyeglass and look into the brain almost. I'm not going to do the owl bear encounter tracker because that's just a lot of extra setup to do. It's late. Scooch got a 6 for initiative. What Abe get?
16.
Beauty. And you have a higher initiative bonus than Tero. Because weird wizard.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Anybody else get a 20 on initiative? No, so the lair action goes first. Amazing.
Ooh.
But no one's within reach, so nothing happens. Crearyn, you're up first as the brain begins to pulse, shouting, "Kill me, kill me," as these pipes are like pumping it full of blue blood, which seem to be the source of its torment. The wooden stairs are walkways that go up to scaffolding. The pipes are like 20 feet up. So with my little handy drawing tool, these are the walkways that are going up. You can see it's kind of shadowed underneath the pipe here. That's where it starts. So yeah, they go all the way up. This one goes all the way up, and this one goes all the way up over here. And then these are the scaffolding and the pipes are into the brain.
Okay. I'm not gonna have the shield. I'm gonna have the glaive. Oh, fuck not.
Oh, the encounter
How
tracker
tall
did
is
it.
the scaffolding?
Uh,
How tall is the scaffolding?
There's a way to see that. It's going like this. The scaffolding would be 35 feet up.
All right.
So the pipes are also
alright.
35 feet up then.
Yeah, like wherever this would. So these are like okay. All right. I'm going to go run. What's their movement speed? 30. Run in this direction. When they get here, they're gonna just test things out. They're gonna speak a holy word, and it's like they're breathing it out as they like almost catch their breath. It begins to glow with the divine light, and like a fast pitch leg kicks up, comes down, and they do like an overhand like throw at the brain.
Attacking the brain. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. 25 to hit
Hits.
or 5 radiant.
Okay. You hit it, and it lets out like another psychic shriek in all your minds of pain. Just.
Is it undead, fey, or fiend?
Nope.
Okay. Never mind then. Cool. That's it for me.
Alrighty. Abe.
So you said that when we came in here that there was a mechanism for controlling like around Was it near the brain or near a wall? Or you said that there was like a thing that controlled the flow.
The pipes. Just like the workers would like the pipes go into the brain. And it was like workers were like when in like images you saw and stuff, which no one would have shared. But there's like mechanisms like on the pipes that workers use to like increase the flow and decrease the flow, but they can never like fully shut off the flow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It basically like if you want to stop the pipes, you gotta take them out.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. Let's turn around because Abe didn't hear any of the stuff in the head. I don't know what we could just go around and turn all this stuff off, right?
You would have heard the brain yelling "kill me, kill me" because that was out loud. You just didn't see any. Didn't see any of the imagery that it was showing everybody else.
All right. Yeah. Right. I have a question.
Yep.
I'm sorry, this is going to be a front-loaded turn.
Yeah.
But you, 2 second-level spell slots were used.
Yeah, last session you used web and levitate.
Okay. Did I use them during the insert, like the
manner,
the subterfuge?
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, so there wouldn't have been a time where I could have gotten a spell slot back from.
No, there was never a short rest.
Thanks, Justin, for taking all my spell slots. Okay, let's see. Shoot. Right. Dude, damn it. Because there's a lot of ground to cover, I'm gonna bonus action use whatchamacallit, the expeditious retreat.
Sure. Also, Crearyn, don't forget you still have that bonus action teleport from smoking that black dust. So you can still teleport 15 feet as a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Okay, so roll a wisdom saving throw first or next. And yeah.
Me?
No, for Crearyn.
7.
All right, you're fine.
Okay.
All right, and then I guess let's see. Since I can double my move speed as a part of casting that means I've got 60. So I can get to there?
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Yep.
About there?
Yep.
And when I get to this location, can I see any mechanisms or like anything to interact with, or is it just the pipes?
Just the pipes.
Okay. So I still have an action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have anything for range right now. Yeah. So Abraham is going to take like I guess the dodge action.
Okay.
For like, what is going on?
Yeah, you would all remember. You would all recall that Abe can't get mental imagery because of the ring of mind shielding. So he's also running on a lack of information compared to what you all have. What you guys can share that doing right now. You don't have to wait till your turn to speak to Abraham. You can call things out.
Fuck up the pipes. Fuck up the pipes.
Right. Like what I said earlier. That's the end of my turn.
All right.
Tero
Tero.
had this funny counter, Garrett.
Tero.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
All right. So, okay, remind me again of the plan. Is it just the pipes or is it the brain too?
The brain said, "Kill me," but
Okay.
based on what you
It's
saw, it's
powered by the blood.
it's being tortured. So maybe there's something extra going on here.
Okay. And the pipes seem to be flowing into it.
Yeah,
or out
the
of it?
pipes go into the brain and are pumping it full
Okay.
of the blue blood.
Okay. Well, Tero's psychic daggers cannot harm physical objects.
Correct.
So, all of the damage he did in the house is not terribly helpful in here. So,
You have a physical dagger somewhere.
I do. I have the silver ones, yeah, which I suppose works. I just don't know how much a dagger is going to do to a giant metal pipe. Okay, actually, looking around this room real quick, two questions. One, at these places where the pipes join together,
Yeah.
does it look like there's like bolts holding
Yeah.
them together?
Yeah.
Does Tero see a wrench?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was like tools around for servicing all the equipment in here.
Roll me a luck check.
Okay,
Just roll a D100.
D100? Okay.
That's fun.
You're gonna want a 50 or higher.
74.
There is a wrench. I'll say you see a little workbench where Abraham's headed. Where there's a little wrench right here.
Right where? Sorry, I didn't.
It's literally blending in with the thing. That's cool. Right here.
Oh,
Yeah. 'cause
oh, just over at
it's
the. Okay.
orange. Yeah.
Then, like right by that.
And
joint. Cool.
and there are shadows beneath the pipes because the pipes are a little above the walkways too.
In the shadow, I think the teleportation doesn't actually require shadows, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. It doesn't
Oh,
actually
cool.
require shadows.
Nice.
Yeah, it uses like I kind of flavor it as using shadows
okay,
because
cool.
of reasons, but yeah, it doesn't actually require them.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, Tero is just gonna bonus action dash
Yep.
over to here because rogue,
Okay, so
and then just make my way over, and then just gonna grab a wrench and then just start undoing bolts.
all right. Yeah. So let's just do like a. You can do. What would the check be so it doesn't happen automatically?
Like athletics to see how quickly you can just
Yeah.
like crank
Yeah,
out
yeah.
some bolts. Okay. 19.
All right.
Wow.
You're making good progress on that pipe.
Tero is not strong, but he's trained in athletics.
So you're just
Cool.
working on these bolts. I'll say with that action you get. Okay, yeah. Actually, there's 6 bolts like 6 big bolts that fasten this pipe. Just roll me a d6 and we'll see how many bolts you can get out in 6 seconds.
1.
Makes sense.
Working on it.
So there are 5 bolts left on that one. All right, Samira. You see, Crearyn yelled, "Fuck up the pipes," and you saw Tero grab a wrench and start like undoing bolts
Yeah.
on one of them.
So I know enough about ice to know that when water freezes, it expands.
This isn't water, though.
Yeah. It isn't.
It's
It sure
blood.
isn't.
I'm not gonna let shape water be as powerful as it's been
I was
depicted
not
so
going-
far. Okay.
I was not going to do shape water, trust me. I am going to, however, are we in dim light?
No, this is bright light. The brain gives off a lot of light, and the chamber is also well lit, so people can see what they're doing when they work.
Okay. Well, poopy farty buttheads.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I-
At the end of Tero's turn, this thing screams in agony as it's being compelled, and I need Tero to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Dirty 20!
Nice.
There's like a psychic.
Man, Sam.
There's a spike of psychic, like a psionic blast of energy in your mind, but you shrug it off.
Mm-hmm.
Samira.
I think I'm gonna run 30 feet to Crearyn.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Are under the pipes, is that dim light?
Yeah, because you're in shadow.
Uh-huh. So I stated in the previous session that I have my hood up, which means I also have the cloak as wings, which means in dim light and darkness I have a 60-foot fly speed.
Correct.
So I would like to fly.
But as soon as you get out of the darkness, you no longer have it, and you stop flying.
Yes. So I'm gonna follow directly under this pipe,
Okay.
60 feet, hopefully getting up to this platform. I didn't actually measure it yet, because I didn't think about this option. 5, 10, 15...
That
20,
platform
25,
is 35 feet up.
5, 50. Okay. I think I'll just fly the 60 feet to staying under the pipe for that dim light.
Okay.
And then as I'm flying by, I'm going to cast a chaos bolt at this joint.
Okay, go for it.
Just at first level.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 2d8 plus a d6. That is going to be 12 damage. Let me...
Hopefully it's a kind that works.
I'm gonna do fire damage to try to melt this
Okay.
joint open.
So you hit it with a chaos bolt. Fire kind of hits the pipe, but it's like a quick, not enough to like melt metal, but it does.
Yeah.
It does damage the pipe though.
More enough to like try to warp it and probably warp it enough to crack it in the future.
Damages the pipe.
Damn it! Yeah.
You can see Scooch like holding his hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm gonna hang out there under this pipe,
Okay.
trying not to hemorrhage my brain.
Yeah, it's bad. That's gonna bring us to the brain. And it's gonna make 3 psychic blasts attack. 3 psychic blasts.
Do I get some kind of coverage?
No, it just needs
Am I
it just
undercover?
yeah, no. But it's going for the people who have been damaging the pipes. It screams out in pain again as it does this. And I need... Well, we'll see if it hits first. It's going to go for Tero and Samira. 2 to Tero, or 1 to Tero, 2 to Samira, because Samira, like, fucked up that pipe. Tero!
Mm-hmm.
Does a 16 hit?
It does, yes.
You take 8 psychic damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Let's go, baby. Is it to avoid or end the charmed condition?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, well, then 10.
You have disadvantage on your next saving throw, ability check, or attack roll before the end of your next turn.
Dang.
So just a
That's rough.
psychic hit. Samira, you're getting 2 of them. First one is a natural 1, so it hits the
Okay.
it hits the pipe, but psychic damage doesn't do anything to
Yeah.
objects. And the second one against you is a 9 to hit. 2 misses. All right. That'll bring us to Scooch, who's like, "Are we fucking up the pipes?"
Yeah, fuck up the pipes!
All right, Penny.
Fuck 'em up!
Penny, go back up. CC. Penny can action dash to do it, whatever. And then Scooch is gonna take the hammer, spin it like Thor, and throw it at the joint that Samira is focusing on.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
For a 9 to hit. So it sails past, comes back to Scooch's hand. Scooch is like, "Well, damn it, crossbow!" For bonus action. For a 12 to hit, which just hits the pipe's AC. 10 damage. So it hits where he can kind of see where like the metal's starting to loosen from the fire, and the bolt hits it and wedges in there and forces that pipe open, and the blue blood just begins spilling out onto the floor. That pipe is down and out. And then Scooch
Nice.
will... Yeah, I think Scooch will fly to back up Crearyn, because there's 3 people going in that direction, so why not go with Crearyn and Penny? Yeah, he's going to fly. 30 feet. That's his turn. Back to the top to our lair action. Anyone within 20 feet? Y'all within 20 feet? Y'all within 20 feet? Samira's... Nope. God.
So close.
Get close. Get closer.
Everybody, get
Everyone,
in line.
get closer.
I don't think I will.
Oh, but it can do this.
No.
It can do this though. It can do Mind Scour.
Oh.
But, I-
All right.
but none of its abilities can affect Abraham, the fucker. So,
You fucker.
Motherfucker.
motherfucker. So I need Crearyn and Scooch to make my power might go out because there's a really bad ice storm all of a sudden. I need
Thanks.
if it goes out, the session's done for the night. If
Okay.
just gonna say that. If Scooch
Booth
and
will
Crearyn are
weather,
just
that'll work out.
Scooch and Crearyn are just given horrific visions of death. I need the both of you to make wisdom saving throws. Five
9.
5 and a 9. With Mind Scour. Both of you have disadvantage on your next saving throw or attack roll.
Cool. Okay.
That's it. And that'll bring us to Crearyn.
All right. She's gonna look to, or just call out. Y'all keep working on the pipes. I'll handle the brain. And she'll 5, 10.
We aren't attacking the brain, though.
Yeah, well,
We're destroying. You said fuck up the paps.
yeah,
But it wants to die too, right?
Yeah, but the brain's clearly a prisoner and being compelled to do shit.
yeah. What are you
True.
doing?
Valid. 5, 10. Just need a little convincing. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Thought we were all on the same page, CC.
And then
We're
And then
all in this.
gonna
together.
teleport.
Roll a wisdom
Here.
save.
How this is going. 21.
You're fine.
As an action, there's. Read this. Yeah, as an action, the lights or the eyes of the shoulder, the pauldrons light up, and there's a distinct ooh before they like a mist forms, and then in front of Crearyn is apparates a pony. Actually, Justin, you have something.
You have a
You
wolf?
have something. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. You have a wolf. A spectral wolf. Mint green spectral wolf.
Okay, I did look it up. Is it what is in the? Is it the? Do you control it or do I control it? Because I did look it up to see if it was like you created it, and I think you did.
Yeah.
Is there's a, okay,
right.
cool. As a bonus action, then, because that took our action or their action as a bonus action, Crearyn's gonna have it attack this joint here.
All right. It has a stat block in the item, I think, so you can.
It does, yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So it's a D20 gets advantage because Crearyn's within 5 feet.
Yeah, pack tactics.
Good. So that's a 30 to hit.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
nope. Just kidding.
Oh.
That's not a 30. It's a 17 plus 5
Yeah, that
is
hits.
20 something.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
Got-
the
You got a big old. You got a spectral wolf. Mint green, the color of the moon.
That's 7 piercing
Okay.
and 4 force damage.
Okay.
Cool. And that is gonna be it for me.
Perfect. Abe.
Tero, you got this.
I'm doing my best.
All right. Abe, since psionics are like invisible,
Yeah.
Abe isn't like, oh, so we're just doing this. It's
Yeah.
not like there's anything impending happening here. Like, it's not as if anybody's taking damage or anything.
Yeah.
And he's gonna use his movement to kind of go over here and kind of set himself up to have a look at this. What's going on?
You're
with
using
this
you're
thing.
using your action to look through the spyglass.
I actually had to use. I want to do that for next turn. I had to use both my bonus action, movement, and action for the dash.
I'm gonna say you looking through the spyglass isn't gonna use an action just because that would be poopy.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I'll go ahead and have a look through that.
you're looking directly into the primary entrance chamber to the Rime's End Vanguard. You're looking out through the dragon skull, and you can see people walking around and stuff.
What a bunch of idiots.
And as it echoed the letter that was found, bring the skull to the Vanguard and see it used as a trophy, and let the people believe that they can kill dragons. So it's all just a ploy. But yeah, they've been
Right.
you guys said they've been spying on the on the Vanguard for a long time.
Well, validated. That's my turn.
Okay, Tero.
I've been working on the pipes here.
All right.
All the live long time.
Another athletics check.
15.
15. Yeah, roll a d6.
Okay. Another one.
Oh, fuck off, Tero. There's like, y'all got this.
Four
Alright,
bolts left.
Tero feels like he was too useful in the rest of the house, and is like, y'all got this one. I'm gonna fucking just, I'm gonna
Take a break
use this
really
wrench.
quick. I'm gonna take one
and
little
move
break.
one bolt at a time.
Anything else?
I'll be here if you
Bonus?
need me.
All right.
Well, actually, no, because if I was the thief subclass, I actually probably could use the bonus
yeah.
action.
You could.
Oh
Yeah.
Do it again, but I'm not.
All
So,
right.
dash. What is it? Dash, disengage, or hide is what I can do on my
Perfect.
turns. So,
Yeah.
End of your turn is going to use a legendary action to do Psionic Surge at Crearyn this time. Crearyn, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
All right. Oh, this would be a disadvantage.
Yeah, because of the thingy.
10.
You take.
No damage.
No, you take. You take six.
One.
You take 6 psychic damage.
Really dramatic.
Oh. Giant glaive still in their hand.
All right. Oh, you're using the worm glaive.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna attack the brain, fuck it up, but I don't think I'm gonna do that.
All right, Samira.
All of you, just let me know if if any danger happens. I'm just,
Yeah, it can't.
Bleeding out the nose and the eye.
It can't target.
We're good.
It can't target or harm Abe. So it's, yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Samira, your turn.
Does this thing have a... I only ask because the path I'm about to take to get to the next hinge puts me within 5 feet of the brain.
Sorry, my internet pooped out when you're asking your question. Does it have a what?
Does this thing have a melee range?
You don't know.
Okay.
It's a big
because
brain.
the path I'm about to take to get to the next hinge will put me within 5 feet of it.
It is
'cause I'm
20.
going-
It is 20 feet up in the air,
Oh, okay. So I'm going
but who knows?
20, 40, 60, roughly to here, so I can get
Yeah.
eyes on this hinge.
Yep.
Another chaos bolt
Okay.
towards it. 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Um,
A fight where the target is not a creature but objects.
Mm-hmm. That is going to be...
Oh, you've got adamantine weapons right now. It'd be so easy.
Dude.
Sounds like-
That's...
It's so funny because Abe doesn't really have anything that helps with like he doesn't. It's not like he has like ranged attacks or like he just has his tentacles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be another 12. Copper. Copper's a soft metal.
These are brass.
Oh, these are brass. Brass is slightly harder than copper. I'm going to use a sorcery point to change the elemental damage to fire.
Okay.
No, force. I'm gonna do. No, I can't do force for that one. For transmute. Sorry, just looking to make sure I have the right options. I'm actually gonna do thunder damage
Okay, how much damage is
on
that?
this pipe. That's gonna be 12 thunder damage.
Doubled to 24, because objects are
Nice.
vulnerable to thunder damage. Usually.
Oh yeah,
So,
24 thunder damage on that hinge.
that pipe is almost unhinged.
Aww.
It's nearly there. Anything else?
I don't think I have any other useful bonus actions because I'm not using weapons.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hang out here in my little shadow underground hiding spot.
Perfect. Bringing us to the brain. I believe it's time
Oh no.
for Psychic Blight.
Oh no.
30-foot radius centered on it.
Oh no.
Damn it! Never mind. Does it have to be centered on it? Let me see what it says. Yeah, that's how radiuses work. Fucking piss. Alright, based on the damage that just happened, it's gonna do all 3 psychic blasts at... Oh, never mind. I forgot. It must affect a different creature. So 1 at Samira, 1 at Tero, 1 at Crearyn.
I'm just working on my bolts here, one at a time. What are you not a threat?
Well, let's see. Natural 20 for Tero.
Fuck. Work faster. It just thinks I'm a worker who's not working fast enough to work.
You're cranking the wrong direction, righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Tighten those bolts.
That makes sense. Ooh. 27 psychic damage.
Fuck. Tero
Holy-
is unconscious.
So Tero's just like working on the pipes, and then Tero
no.
just seizes and Abe, you see
Oh
that?
no.
Oh wait. Based on the angles and the things blocking the way, Abe
Yeah,
doesn't see that.
wouldn't. No.
So just Tero sees.
Oh no.
Scooch, I
Tero's
think, can
just
see it.
chilling.
Scooch will see it. Tero's
Scooch and
down. Tero's down. And then he just sort of fell over. And then Crearyn.
What is this a fight?
Against the pipes, but the brain seems to be fighting back against its will. That's a 10 to hit Crearyn.
Miss.
And for Samira, that is a 17.
Oh, that just hits.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah.
You take 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, I'm not good at those. 18.
Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, Tero.
I'm not good at. Oh no.
It's so good at just killing everybody in the manor, and then, you know.
The dice have humbled you
It's
now.
gonna bring us to Scooch. God damn it! What do I do? Oh, well, I can't heal Tero, so
Didn't we all get like some type of potion?
yeah.
Yes.
People have potions, so actually, Scooch can't make it there, but while he's running to administer a potion to Abe soon, in the process of running to where he's going, he is going to throw his hammer at the pipe that Crearyn's working on. That'll be 11 plus 7, 18 to hit. Because he's throwing it. That's going to be 8 lightning damage. That pipe is broken, spilling out, and it's spraying blue blood all. Crearyn, make a dexterity saving throw, please, because you are right there at the joint.
No.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
No, already
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yep.
I
that-
defy your saving.
Yeah,
throws.
disadvantage.
Oh. 4.
4. You're splashed with this boiling hot blood.
It's like, what's that dirty dance? No, not dirty dancing. What's that flash dance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a chair up here, and they fall back. And...
It's 4.
You lean backwards onto the pipe that just broke.
You take 25 fire damage.
Go, damn.
Sorry, didn't know that would happen.
Fucking lying.
You lied.
Literally just saw that one.
Yeah, nobody got burned though. Scars build toughness.
Funny enough, Changeling will just be like, nah.
Yeah.
He's gonna...
All right. Lair action time. Oh wait, bonus actions for Scooch? Yeah, bonus action. Crossbow bolt towards the pipe that Samira's working on.
Don't forget Penny either.
Yeah, Penny bonus. Oh yeah, it has to command Penny as a bonus action. Keep up with Crearyn. Like Caleb said. Penny will dash to get where the wolf is. Yeah, okay, never mind. Crearyn. Oh wait, I forgot to do the lair action.
Oh shit, we have one more pipe. Didn't even see that one up there.
We have 2 more pipes, right?
Oh yeah, Tero.
We got this one and this one.
Well, no lair
You can
actions.
finish this one. I can.
No
put that on.
lair actions are going to work today. So Crearyn, you were just
Fucking
severely burned.
burned. I'll get out.
Has anyone been keeping track of the potions they were given? Yes, Scooch has. Okay, cool. Scooch has one on himself, on him. I believe you all got potions of greater healing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everyone should have gotten one.
All
I
right.
don't think anyone's used one since we
Crearyn.
got them.
No. Crearyn.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
All right. Garrett's gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20.
Also, the walkway that you're on right now does go under this pipe to access the one that Samira is working on.
That's what I thought. All right. I actually don't need to get there. I need to. I didn't need to move that far. Crearyn's going to get there, and they're going to whisper a divine word in Sylvan, and Tero is going to heal 8 points.
Oh
So
shit!
do bonus action healing word.
Hello.
And then so they only had to move 5, 10. Oh, is it 65? Usually you do it from like you do it from there we go. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As an action,
Yeah.
don't do any of that. I'm just gonna see.
Yeah. There's 3 pipes still to go.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take one of my. How many javelins do I have? I have 5. Okay. I'm gonna take one of my other javelins and I'm just gonna throw it and try to just hit this seam.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know how well that's gonna work, but we'll see. Yep. Nope. That's a 9. Bing.
Tink. It just hits it and then bounces off and falls down off the walkway.
So the spectral wolf, by the way, I have to command it, but if I don't command it, the spectral moves towards and attacks the nearest hostile creature.
So it would attack the brain. It would go towards the brain and attack the brain.
Sure. Okay.
Or actually, it wouldn't perceive the brain as hostile though, because the brain hasn't
Yeah, I
done
don't
anything
think
to it.
it's
So it wouldn't do anything.
cool. I think it's just gonna keep up with Crearyn
Okay, cool.
for the ease of this. Just kind of like
All right, cool.
protective stance, but not doing anything. All right, that's it for me.
Abe.
Right, so this thing is a little bit like an elder brain then.
Hey, just break the fucking pipes, please.
With what?
You have your magic.
Yeah, what you mean?
I don't know what you could spells you have.
Samira's like, or Crearyn's like
none of
melting.
them.
Yeah, like Crearyn's face is just like part.
None of his magic is like this is a weak spot for Abe.
Don't you
There's,
have
like,
something?
nothing to,
Don't you have
to do?
catapult
Catapult? That's bludgeoning damage.
to the? That's gonna to the pipes. That's good, right?
Better than piercing.
Yeah, better than piercing.
Better than slashing.
I know you don't have a lot of
Right.
spell slots. That's what I think you're worried about too.
Yeah.
Tero's using a wrench.
Yeah,
and
'cause some of
doing
those-
the bolts.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll use a level 1 spell. Well, I don't have any like trash items to like throw at. You know, I have nothing to catapult.
Oh,
Like, are there like rocks or debris on the ground?
we need to
yeah, I
get you to
don't know.
collect rocks.
What we got, Justin?
Uh,
Other than this telescope,
no-
which is
nothing-
more than 10 pounds.
Nothing that's a well-maintained work chamber.
Yeah.
There's probably like
Uh,
tools laying around, like hammers and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. Man. I want to say Abraham's going to kind of study the brain. Like this is going to be kind of a callous moment for him because he doesn't know if he's going to get another chance to like kind of, how do I say it? Observe something really close to an elder brain and maybe gets some type of insight into possible weaknesses and
Okay.
things like that.
Make an
so
Arcana or an Intelligence check as your action.
Yeah, so he's gonna use his movement to just get. Is it on the ground?
No,
Or
it's
you said it was hovering,
it's
right?
20 feet up. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just gonna get right under it, like right in the middle, and just kind of like do, yeah, like you said. You said
Arcana, or just like, yeah, Arcana or Insight.
okay. 19.
19. The only way it probably resembles an elder brain is just it's able to form a hive-like connection. It's probably the only way it's similar. This is a creature made into something else through experimentation and magic and other people's manipulations and fucking about. Very similar to how mind flayers, not similar to how mind flayers are made, but it too is a creature made by something else.
Right. So he can. I mean, mind flayers are also very experimental
Yeah.
as well. So I imagine he sees some familiar, like, kind of screwed up.
It is just it's a creature's brain that's been tortured through dark magic and turned into something aberrant and something else.
Yeah.
So probably we wouldn't detect any similarities to a elder brain aside from just size and, again, like the hive mind-like network.
Yeah. So I think he has a moment of weakness, and like the kind of mind flayer side of him just ends up like just turning off. I mean, like his human side kind of turns off for a moment. Not human, but you know.
Yeah.
And gets kind of just analytical about this, kind of forgets that his friends are like struggling right now, and is just a little frustrated, pissed off.
Okay.
But that's the end of his turn.
All right. Tero, you're prone and back to consciousness.
Here's what Tero's turn looks like. Just sits up.
so much.
All right.
Sits up and just gets
Cat
back to
nap.
cranking.
Athletics
We
check.
said a little cat nap.
Alright, athletics. Woo!
Tero is a singularly focused person.
16!
Roll
I have a
d6.
plus 2 to athletics, and I haven't rolled it below a 15 total.
Roll d6.
Alright, come on, baby. Another 1. 2 this
2.
time.
You get 2 bolts.
4.
You get 2 bolts off. There's 2 left.
2 bolts left. About to
Persistence
bust
equals
this whole thing wide open.
Insane.
All right.
Oh my god.
I mean, really, the funny thing here is we're all laughing, but Tero is like put 1 or 2 turns away from taking this whole pipe out because if he unbolts it, he can just push, and then it's just completely like
Yeah.
dislodged.
All right. Anything else?
Low and steady. No.
All right, Samira.
I'm going to soar under my platform again. Hopefully Crearyn or Scooch can finish off this joint. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 over to here.
Mm-hmm.
And do another Chaos Bolt on this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it at 2nd level.
All right.
Okay. Are you kidding me? That
Miss.
just spun on the 1. Fuck you, die. Fuck you. Fuck you wasting a 2nd level spell slot.
That sucks.
Ooh.
Mother
Wamp,
fucker.
Yuck.
If only I had luck.
Mm.
If only.
Anything else?
Well, that's my turn.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here.
That'll bring us back to the brain.
Mother ape ass.
Yep. 3 psychic blasts. Samira, Crearyn, Scooch. Samira.
Uh-huh.
That'll be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
12 psychic damage.
Owie.
Crearyn. That is a natural 2 plus 7.
Oh, that's me.
Scooch.
That's out the way.
And that is a 10 to hit Scooch. So, Samira's the only one who gets hit. Bringing us to Scooch, who... Oh, Tero, you're up. Need a hand?
Sure, if you don't mind. I've got just these 2 left.
Oh, the last time I helped out, the pipe sprayed boiling liquid on Crearyn. Can you get out of the way quick enough?
I'm kind of sitting down, so we may want to wait on that.
Alright, I'll aim for another joint then. Same pat. And he's going to throw the hammer at the joint over there. Opposite direction. The pipes share HP, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Huzzah! 13 to hit. Does hit the pipe as he throws the hammer and it lets out another lightning strike. 4? 9 damage to that pipe, which has been not damaged yet, but the bolts have been loosened, so.
Yeah, it's like
And then
Teros hasn't been doing damage, so I'm like, I honestly, Scoot, you should have aimed for one.
bonus action, crossbow, natural 1.
All right.
Ping!
Also, from the ones that have already been broken, the liquid is flowing to the brain.
It's pouring onto the ground now.
I know, but like in terms of which direction it's flowing through the pipes.
Yeah, it goes into the brain.
So toward okay. So then like it'll flow out in in an upward direction basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because on Tero's turn he's gonna when he loosens those last hopefully 2 bolts, he's gonna stand on the top of the southernmost one. So that it does this and then just starts spraying down onto the ground, as opposed to doing this and then it gets hit right in the face.
Perfect. All right. Can't do a lair action yet. That's like useful. Nope. Get closer.
Oh, because I'm like Abraham's right there. Oh,
yeah, it's all like mental
one person
shit.
that's running up on it.
Crearyn.
All right. Okay.
Michael Tickle right now.
Fuck. Crearyn's going to take a swing with the glaive. It does have a 10-foot reach.
It does.
I was going to wherever you hit this.
Yep.
Where Samira hit it, going for that. 16 to hit.
Yeah. And also, yeah, sorry, Penny would have also done an attack on the pipe too.
That's max damage for 14.
Okay, it's almost broken.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do pennies because I forgot that Penny gets that stuff. So it's gonna be force empowered rend. 5 plus 7.
12.
12 just hits.
Nice.
So Penny and Penny and Crearyn take out that pipe, and the blood spills out. Alrighty, anything else for you, Crearyn?
Doesn't really trust Samira to get the job done. Gonna go 5, but as they're running here, they're gonna teleport to here.
Wisdom
so they
save.
land on the stairs. Charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom.
12.
Okay, you're good.
5, 10, 20, 30. Then bonus action. Nope, I bonus action. So the wolf is going to hang out with Penny.
All right, cool. Abe.
How high up are these? Are these things?
35 feet.
35 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said the brain was 20 feet up?
Something like that, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, it would be higher up because the walkways are up there and the pipes go into, and the walkways are below the pipes. So the brain would be like 40 feet up, actually.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Move here. And then no, I guess I just push Crearyn a little closer. No, I can't. I can't do that anyway. I use my bonus action to dash.
The pipes are scalding hot, so if anyone touches them, they do take fire damage.
I'm just gonna use my action to. I've forgotten about this. I have that Wolf Moon necklace. I'll get one of my spell slots back.
All right, cool. Alrighty.
Just in case.
Tero.
Let's go.
Athletics check.
Come on, baby. Oh, that's a 10.
All right, roll d6.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay, wait, I misclicked. Let's go. 5.
You get both bolts.
All right. So yeah,
Undone.
oh sorry, I mentioned it earlier, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was so excited about it. So yeah, he moves up to here, and then does the bolts so that his weight, since it's now just completely decoupled, will just do
Yeah.
that.
And then it just spills out, and that pipe has been decommissioned. There is one pipe left.
I did it.
Just took you dying once.
Hey, unconscious.
Anything else, Tero? That's your action.
I guess he's gonna fucking where's the one? Wait, where's the one that's left?
Where Crearyn is, all the way.
Oh, way
All
up
the
there.
the other side.
All right, let's see. Hold on. What's my distance here we're working with? Okay, a fucking lot. Okay, well, oh wait, these are all right. It's gonna
95
go
feet,
there.
roughly.
Yeah, but I'm also assuming I can't go as the crow flies, so he's gonna go to here
Are
with
you-
a bonus action dash.
Are you teleporting down or running along the pipe?
Running along the pipe?
They are very hot to the touch.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
because
That's right.
the blood that's
okay.
flowing through him is like scalding hot.
Oh,
Scalding.
even through shoes?
Melt you?
It'd probably melt your shoes.
Oh,
wear
okay, it's that
shoes?
hot. Okay. Then in that case, he was here.
Because the
so...
worker's clothes was like scorched just by brushing up against the
Right.
pipes too.
Okay. So then, yeah, he'll go to there, and then another 20 feet to here, just along the walkway.
Okay. Samira.
Let's try this again. Hope that D&D Beyond doesn't fuck me up. It's another second level Chaos Bolt at this final joint.
Okay.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, let me grab another D6. There we go. Okay.
Oh, look at that. And Crearyn's within 10 feet.
Okay. Why do I always roll doubles on the D6s and not the D8s?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use another sorcery point
Mm-hmm.
to transmute this. Can I do it on? Okay, I can. To transmute this from poison to thunder again.
Okay, that'll double the damage.
That's going to be 16 doubled to 32.
That pipe violently bursts with the 32. I need Crearyn.
Crearyn's right next to it.
Yeah, Crearyn.
So are you, bitch?
No,
I can see me below it.
Samira's down below where it's going to be spilling down to.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
both
Eat
of you.
shit.
Both of you make dex saves.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, natural one.
Oh, that was so close to also being in that one. But that's gonna be a 10.
You both take 19 fire damage.
I'm unconscious.
Same.
As the last pipe explodes violently and sprays the scalding blood onto Samira and Crearyn, the brain, uncoupled from the pipes, gently, not gently, but falls, hits the ground, and it starts to like quiet the room, like the overwhelming force of like psionic energy in the room seems to lessen. You get a sense it has enough time to answer any questions you may have before it dies, and you get a sense that none of your spells in your repertoire are able to heal such a creature, and that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Time to think about
Oh
it.
no.
Yeah, we-
Samira's gonna have the questions and they're down.
You guys got ways to bring them up.
Fix that, yeah.
Just quickly
Yeah.
heal them and ask the same questions before it dies.
I mean, it takes a couple minutes for a brain to die of oxygen
So-
deprivation.
Yeah, it's like I said, you got enough time to ask it a few questions. But you have solved the mystery a little bit so far. The brain might have answers continue, but you have solved the mystery of potential connections between the Vanguard and the Rime Dominion, and potentially stop the flow of blue blood. Yeah.
Woo!
And because of that, level 5.
Hey!
So, again, we're going to go in order as we always do. Crearyn.
I'm multi-classing.
I remember I said no multiclassing at the start, but then I changed my mind. What are you multiclassing into? It has to make sense for your character in the story.
Okay, I am multiclassing into Warlock. I wasn't going to do this, but
Something happened.
I want to do it. 'Cause I've never done it before.
Well,
I'm doing
D8.
Warlock. I'm doing a Hexblade.
You've never multi-classed into Warlock?
Not as a Paladin. I am doing the Hexblade.
Pallylock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is going to... The tie to the Shadowfell is the fucking smoke they've been smoking.
Yeah.
And I think it just played even more with the shadows coming out
Yeah.
and things like that.
Is that so?
Roll
Yes.
a d8.
Is that so?
Uh,
Who or what is Crearyn becoming or getting as their patron?
I don't know.
I
We'll
wonder.
find out. Roll a d8. I know.
D8 is... Fuck off. It literally had the 8 and it said, hey, 2.
Aw.
Yeah, I got
Rip.
a 2 last time.
That
Alright, taking a
sucks.
level in Warlock. Cool. Samira.
I will be sticking to Sorcerer.
D6.
So that's a D6. 4. I
Cool.
will take that gladly.
Tero. Are you rogue or multiclass in?
Rogue.
D8.
Whoop whoop 8.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Tero needs help.
Abe.
Monk.
D8.
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
joking.
Oh, I was like, damn, all right.
Alright, D6.
I mean,
would
bold
be
move,
nice,
but okay.
but-
Multiclassing in Wizard is... it sucks sometimes.
Rough,
Yeah.
D6.
Oh, did someone write down that the spell book that was found and what spells
I have
were
it.
in it?
I have it. It's fine.
Okay. Because I
Hasn't
don't
been
think
given-
Abraham knows about it.
No, it
either,
hasn't
so
been
I was
given to
just
Abe
like,
yet.
ah. Right.
D6.
D6. Oh, another 2 in a row. God damn it.
Yeah.
That stuff.
That's where we're going to end the session for the week. We'll be back next week for questions for the
level.
brain.
Wait.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.